400 episodes. 400 episodes.
Well, 399 for some.
Okay, 399 for me. Carl, Pete, your turn.
I've only ever listened to about half of them.
So I will say a couple of things. I want to get sentimental for a second, and then I want to air some dirty laundry. But I'm going to start by getting sentimental. I truly didn't ever think this is a milestone we would hit.
Right.
Like, I just didn't see us ever hitting like when Pete and I started this, and really
In the van down by the river.
And Pete was like, Pete was there for all the meetings, and we named it together, and we kicked it off together. But really, in a lot of ways, like it was my wish. It was something I wanted to do, and Pete was willing to go along for the ride. And I'm known for wanting to do things ambitiously. I'm known for being like,
you're an idea guy.
I'm an idea guy, and I'm like, okay, I'm the type of guy that starting a podcast would be planning. This is how we hit 500 episodes, and this is how we do it in a couple of years, and this is how we, and whatever. And but something about the podcast, something about this show, I don't know. I didn't see that like, it just never crossed my mind that we would be hitting the 400 mark. And I do want to say, before I pass this off, the last thing I want to say is, because, I talk a lot about how Pete and I came up with the idea, and then Pete, and then we didn't know how many, whatever. The fact that we are hitting 400 episodes is in no small part due to Carl. Like, really, in no small part due to
And we're
Carl.
still in a van down by the river.
And we're still, yes. And I'm appreciative of Carl and his contribution to the show, because he was kind of tricked into it. I mean,
he came at a good time.
Here's the thing, right? So originally Carl was on a couple of episodes here, there, whatever. And then we came to him at a golf tournament, and we were like, hey.
He was at a urinal. He needed nowhere to go.
Yes.
Guys, my pants are down.
Well, yeah. He was in a stall. There was a stall on either side. He didn't have any toilet paper. But
that'll come up in a question.
It'll come up in a bit. But we said, what are your thoughts on potentially global coming warming on the show in a little bit more of a permanent way? And it was, and very specifically worded, it's only going to be when there's a Disney Plus show series happening or whatever. So this isn't a huge commitment for you. Don't sweat it. You got to buy a couple $100 worth of gear, but it's not, which he never did.
Still haven't paid for it.
Yeah. Yeah. And so, but whatever. And then the news show kicked off.
To come out of my non-existent cookie paycheck.
And
still haven't gotten any cookies.
And then before he knew it, the news show was a thing and up and running. And now he watches a horror film every other week. And so there's been some sneaky tomfoolery that's gone on, but I wanted to start this by, giving Carl his due, because he's stuck through a lot of shit that he doesn't want to do.
Yeah, we watched some real downers.
Well, not even just films. Like back when we were doing series too. Like you wanted no part of Echo. You wanted no part of.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and you stuck
some
it through.
real duds.
Carl's like, no, we're on the same page. I'm talking about that crap.
Yeah, but he stuck it through, and I'm appreciative. So
watching your horror crap.
So thank you.
You're
thank you for what you do.
I try.
Yeah.
Now, did you have something important to say before I throw you under the bus?
What I will say is it is interesting how far we've come, and we will get into the episode real quick. But it is interesting how the genesis of this show has taken its shape of, you had an ambition. I was like, I'm kind of interested. There's some things that align. Sure, why not?
You're like, I can't afford Netflix. I might as well. Might as
They
well.
just upped their fee. I'm not like
Something
I
to-
got something to
something
do.
to fill my time with.
But yeah, it kind of started.
It's expensive stuff.
It started that way, and it's kind of fun what the show's grown into. So you kind of talked about some of the more newer stuff with Carl, but just in a nutshell, it's a way for just some people to circle around, talk about some fun stuff, and a way for us to grow our community, both with the listener, both with the guests of the show. We've got a lot of frequent flyer guests that,
Well, it's mostly a crypto mining operation, but on the face of the business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
we really appreciate you giving us all your contact information so that we can sell it off to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
but it is fun the way we've evolved as a show, both kind of having the whole point of podcasting is community, of just having listeners during the show, but then our frequent guests who've been here from whether it's month
Emily
2 or literally a few weeks ago. So it's just fun for a way for us to connect with each other.
Who was
and
a guest
way
a
for
few
us
weeks ago?
Probably Dune 2, I guess. Would be.
Oh yeah, like
So Mater and
a
Marshall.
while
yeah,
ago.
3 months
Marshall,
ago.
the husband of friend of the show, Aaron, and then our good friend Marshall.
Yeah.
So
So-
anyway,
so
it's
3
a fun
months
way.
ago.
It's a way,
But whatever.
fun way for us to connect, and for a way for us to connect with the listener.
Okay, now so
Where's your mic, Pete?
Here's what matters. So when I was moving back to the town that Pete and Carl lived in, that we don't say the name of, but it's Hanover, and
Just try and find it on the map. I dare you.
and the whole big thing was, and Pete lives at 124, whatever.
Cougar Avenue.
Yep, yeah.
I'm giving you 59 seconds.
Okay.
So you got to spit her out.
His whole thing was no, shut up, screw you. His whole thing was you've got no ground to stand on here.
How do you think that was actually going to work?
Yeah, you moron.
Have you met Brady?
All
and
I'm
his,
saying
his
is
he's not even gonna.
Check the listenership of the episode, and when everyone tunes in for episode 400, but then everyone dips off.
I'm about to shit talk
warning you.
Pete. People are excited for that. Here's
He's
the
about
thing.
to throw you under the bus for something, and he went back all the way
Yeah.
to when he came back home from Hanover, and you put a timer on him. Good luck with
A
that.
60-second timer. Here's the thing. The whole idea was building a studio, right? Having a studio that we were going to always come together in, and we were finally going to record in person, blah, blah, blah. So when we put the studio together, Carl was like, well, yeah, it makes sense for my microphone to be in the studio. I'm going to set it up. This is where we're going to record podcasts. Pete was like, well, the humidity.
I
and-
didn't say
It
that.
is pretty sticky in here.
I'm sweating like a.
Well, that's not my fault. It's the fact that we're in a freak heat wave. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. Pete has consistently been like, no, I'm going to take my microphone back home with
I
me.
wouldn't say
because
consistently. I did it once.
twice. And on the off chance that, I can ever not record in person, which we've recorded in person every time since, but whatever. He's been diligent at bringing his microphone. No big deal. So everyone shows up at the studio to record episode 400 of the podcast, the big, monumental, important episode. That milestone we never thought we'd hit.
Until we get to 500.
And Pete's wearing a fanny pack over his backpack or over his shoulder like he's on his way to Mordor to destroy a ring. And I'm like, I assume that your microphone and headphones and stuff are in there. And he goes, oh, and this is going to upset the average listener because this is uncensored and it's coming from Pete. But he's like, oh, shit. And I was like, what? And he's like, I totally gapped it, man. Like, I don't have. So if this episode sounds like, you took the needle of a record player, but instead of putting it on a record, you put it on the cut open and stretched out scrotum of a dog, then that's not because.
That's because you tuned into the wrong podcast.
Then that's because.
That's what you chose. Of all the things, that's okay.
Then that's because Pete forgot his microphone, and so we had to come up with a makeshift thing because he's like, oh, Carl and I will just
I'm
share. And it's like,
literally
no, this is
talking-
not Spider-Man in the theater again where you can feel him up.
I'm literally talking into a tin can
Yes,
tied to a
with a
string
string.
right now.
Yeah.
Like it's
We're lucky Brady doesn't throw anything away because he MacGyvered
So,
the shit out
there's
of that.
only one thing to say next, and that is for the 400, well, not for the 400th time because I don't know when this tradition started, but hello and welcome. Yeah, well, it has to be you, Pete,
I
because
guess it
Carl
has
never
to
says
be.
that.
Okay, welcome to the Movie Man podcast. I'm Pete.
The C team.
Okay, there it is.
Because it's Carl? Carl's team?
The Carl team.
I don't know.
My co-host Brady, who has a spare mic up his sleeve at all times, and my other co-host Carl.
That was
who's-
in my pants.
Who's
I don't.
loud? He's very loud.
That's
In
me.
a good way. In a good way.
Honestly,
Episode
though,
400.
if you guys
Episode-
are the A team and we're the B team, that makes sense. That this is not.
This
C
is
comes,
this is Team Prime.
Wouldn't I think it would
I
just
like
be
that.
like
Team
it'd be
Prime.
Team
like
Prime. I like that better.
I like
Yeah,
that better. I was going
Prime
to say
team.
Team AB.
No, that's
No, Prime.
stupid.
Prime.
No, it's just like blood. There's A and B and AB. And
Yeah, or O. This
Yeah.
is Team O.
We're Team O.
So rare. No, but
prime
but
time,
I-
baby.
It is worth saying.
It's prime time. It's like a wrestling promo now. It's prime time, baby.
So it's worth saying two things. Number one, we're not doing a movie review, as you can tell by
No.
the topic of the episode.
Yes.
We're going to do some Ask Us Anything. We're going to do some Would You Rather. We're going to do some. It's just a fun topical episode. Number two, as you can tell by the inclusion of canine scrotals, we're not.
We're uncensored.
We're not uncensored. We're still going to live within the realms of those who
Semi-censorship.
forget microphones requirements. So we're not going to drop any F-bombs. We're not going to, we'll try to limit how often we say bitch. But I do want to say that,
I got to
like,
say that once, and you
we're-
used it there.
we're sitting, now we're going to get that's our PG-13.
The beacons are lit.
So here's the thing, though. We are probably going to. It's gonna be there's gonna be raunchy moments in this episode.
We're talking about dog scrotums,
Dog scrotums.
being stretched out over a
So if you
record.
normally, if this is normally the show that you put on in the nursery for your young one to fall asleep to, first of all, Child Protective Services should likely be called, and second of all, maybe just don't do that with this episode.
I'm just showing Carl the picture of Aragorn saying the beacons are
The beacons are lit.
but like with
Rohan calls for aid.
Fucking
Or Gondor calls for aid. And Rohan will answer. What's this say? Question for the class. Lord of the Rings. Oh, yeah, the F-bomb. Yeah. Which is funny. So the meme is question for the class. Lord of the Rings is rated PG-13. And, as such, is allowed one F-bomb. Which I think is ridiculous that our show's rated PG, but whatever. Where would you put the F-bomb? And it's in Twin Towers where...
no Return of the King.
Is it?
Yeah, because he's coming back because the beacons are lit.
They light all the beacons in Twin Towers. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
No.
Pretty sure.
No, because it's for
Oh,
Gondor.
yeah. No,
calling
you're
for
right.
aid, not
And it's because
Rohan.
it's Pippin that lights them, and he's not there until...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Rohan is done its battle, so they can
Yeah.
come give aid.
They're home. They've
Okay.
paid the-
All right. So it's Return of the King, and Aragorn goes, the beacons are effing lit. I still think it should be from Twin Towers, or Two Towers. Twin Towers. Jeez. It should be from Two Towers where Sam's going through what they have to eat in the backpack, and he's like, oh, look, more effing lambless bread.
That actually would
That'd be
make
good.
sense.
That'd be
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
All right. So let's kick things off with our Ask Us Anything. We
Sure.
reached out to some of our Patreon people,
Yep.
and we said, hey, what if you wanted to ask us anything, movie related or not,
Yep.
pin numbers,
Worst fears.
yep,
What color shirt we're wearing.
yep.
Kind of got a
You
little
could dance
weird.
with a monkey. What dance would it be?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Foxtrot
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep. And we got some questions.
Yeah.
So, Pete, take it away.
Let's get it rolling. Let's go for.
And also, I want to say you sent us these in advance so that we could look at them.
Yes.
I have not looked at them.
What?
In classic fashion.
Yeah, I have no idea what these questions are.
All right. Question number 1 from Marshall. What movie do you regret not seeing in theaters and that you would be willing to drive an hour to see in theater now? And I like this question for one because it's a good question, but I think, oh, cute, precious Marshall, he lives in a city where he has so many, like he has an IMAX theater around the corner.
Yep.
He's got like
I used
Adobe.
to.
You do.
I miss
you
it.
used to Adobe. Like he's got
Yeah.
the theaters coming out the wazoo. For us in our neck of the woods, we've got a Ma and Pa theater 2 minutes away. But if you want an actual theater,
Which
you
I
have to
like.
drive an hour.
Brady shits on it all
I
the
know.
time.
I like it too.
I like
But-
walking down the street.
But if
Yeah.
if they're not
Movie.
playing the movie you want, then you're out of luck.
Right,
Yeah.
but also
Or you want-
listen.
They only
I
play one
would
at a
I
time.
would go to the Mom and Pa theater to see like the next Pixar film.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
go see it,
Yeah.
to see whatever. If they announce tomorrow, like Avengers 5 is coming, that's not the theater. That's not the theater to go see. And I would argue the one that we drive 45 minutes to go see is really ultimately also not the theater to see that in. I want to do for that.
Yeah.
I want a
Yeah.
ultra crisp projection, and I want Dolby Atmos sound. I want when Iron Man blows up a building, I want my friggin' seat to rumble, man. Like I want to feel it in my chest. But so what's the how far would we drive?
No. Just what's a movie you regret not seeing in theaters, and essentially that you would drive the ends of the earth now to see in theaters, whether it be
He doesn't say
to watch,
ends of the
What's
earth.
he say?
Don't
Wasn't
put
it? He
words
said
in
a
his
specific.
mouth.
He said a specific.
An
that
hour.
you would be willing to drive for an hour
Okay.
in theater to see.
Well, we drive an hour. Here we
Already.
see almost drive an hour to see most films, anyways. So that's that.
Yeah.
That's a moot
So
point.
let's
That's a moot
leave
point.
it to what movie do you regret not seeing in theaters?
Okay.
For
So-
me, I'll start it off.
Can I ask for clarification, just
course.
while
Yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
thinking? Is this, and this would be like we can't ask Marshall right now, so this would be like the room's interpretation consensus. Is this a film that we made an active decision not to go see and wish we had, or is this just a film that exists that we did not see in the theater and wish we could have?
I
Go
I
ahead.
interpreted it had
Had the
was-
chance and
had
turned
a-
it down.
Could have went and seen it,
'Kay.
but didn't for whatever
Right,
reason.
so I can't choose, like, Empire.
Yeah.
Well, to me, I feel like it's kind of dealer's choice, because if you want to go that direction, I feel like I would take that, because that was one of my decisions. I was thinking, as weird as it sounds, I've seen it in theater now, but at the time, if you had asked me a year ago, I would have said Titanic. I was thinking also maybe Casino Royale. The trouble is, a lot of the most iconic movies that were like great theater going events, I
Yeah.
was lucky enough to see, whether it was The Lord of the Rings,
Right.
whether it was the Avengers Endgame and Infinity War, like things like that. So I'm
Yeah.
having trouble finding something that's both like iconic and that I value as a movie that
Oh, I have an
missed
answer.
out in theaters.
Yeah, but so you don't have an. You have to have it. You have to say something.
Yeah, I guess I'll go Casino Royale.
Lost in translation.
Oh, maybe National Treasure. That would have been dope.
I saw the second one.
I
in
saw the
theater.
second one in theater too, but like number one, back when everyone was drinking the Kool-Aid, like when
Yeah.
it was the hot fuzz.
Yeah.
Let's go National Treasure. I'll keep it fun with a Titanic and Casino Royale a close second place.
Interesting.
I'm gonna steal it.
The Declaration.
I'm gonna steal the Declaration of Independence. It's one of the best lines, but it's only one of the best lines because of who's saying it too.
Yeah.
Like it's just that is
And I feel like
cinema
at the
at its
time,
best.
like I feel like it's
That's,
grown in its lore too, because like at the time, it probably people
So
probably walked out.
National Treasure. Is
Yeah,
your
like
choice?
people probably walked out thinking, "Hey, that was good," and then 20 years later, they're like, "That was amazing."
It was amazing. Okay.
Blow your mind.
I feel like I should go next.
Sure.
Because
Sure. Yeah.
mine will piggyback on yours very well.
Oh,
So I
Wicker Man.
I hate that movie so much. Like,
I haven't seen that movie. I just know the memes and where it comes from.
bad. Oh, Wicker.
Oh man. No, so yeah, I put mine based on movies I could have seen, but
Right.
Yeah.
for whatever reason chose
Yeah.
not to.
Yeah.
And this is one that I did want to actively see in the theater, and then it just kind of like flew by me, and I was like, oh. And then seen it recently, and I was like, it was amazing. I had so much fun.
Oh, I know what it is.
My wife had so much fun.
You know what it is. Yeah, you do.
It is. It was. I got. It's a big title, so I got to make sure I say it right. The Unbelievable Weight of Massive Talent.
Oh, right. I forgot that it piggybacked for a second, and then I remembered that you just recently saw Top Gun Maverick, which. Do you have any regret not seeing that in like an IMAX?
I regret for you.
I
that
don't.
You what?
No?
Oh man, you don't know. You don't understand.
I like. It's a good movie.
It is.
I don't feel like I missed out not seeing it in theaters.
I will say.
It's like a virgin saying, I don't see what the deal is. I don't know.
I will just say, like, on a big screen when you saw it in the best theater you could, like the visuals in the cockpit were incredible.
I could see it being a very like an elevated experience from a home.
It's one of those
watch.
cinema
For sure.
It was an experience.
Movies.
Yeah.
A movie
But, like,
made for theaters.
I think the reason I'm choosing Unbelievable Weight is because I did want to see it. I saw the potential in the film.
Yeah.
And then on my home watch, I was like, this movie is so much fun.
Yeah, Pedro Pascal is fantastic
hilarious.
in it.
It has got action and comedy and drama and romance, and it's like
it's
this film
so
is
meta.
great.
It's
and
so
it's
meta.
hugely meta.
Yeah.
Oh
Incredibly
man,
meta.
I loved it so much.
All right.
And I after I literally after it wrapped up, I was like, I felt like I missed out not seeing it in theater.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I had to put that one.
Brady.
So not Wicker Man. All right.
Not Wicker Man. What did you think I was going to say? You like
Top Gun Maverick. I thought it was Top Gun Maverick.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I forgot because I was totally gapping, such as one would with not bringing a microphone. That
that I was piggybacking on.
dude, I promise. Listen, I promise you that I will stop bringing up the microphone thing when we hit 500.
You just double up on episodes; it'll come real quick.
Yeah. So just come back, start doing episodes once a week again. We'll hit it by next year. Mine's gonna seem like a weird answer, but it's also on point for the podcast. This was a film that was the next installment in a franchise that I had discovered and then binged all of them. I discovered them after they were out on Blu-ray, streaming, whatever else. Binged them, fell in love with the franchise, and then the next one came out in theaters, but nobody wanted to go see it with me, and I wasn't going to be like, sit in the back of the
Going to the theater
sit
by
in the theater
yourself
alone
is
with some milk
actually
duds.
nice.
Nah, I don't know.
It's actually pretty good.
And it's actually,
Not gonna lie.
The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It.
Oh my gosh!
But
Really?
Brienne was like, I don't know if I can do a horror film in the theater.
Oh yeah.
And so we didn't go see it. But then I eventually watched it when it came out on DVD, and it is horrifying compared to
Right.
some of the others. Like it's just intense.
Good.
And so I regret.
Great. Awesome. Looking forward to it.
I can see in your future.
So I
excited.
regret
Looks
not.
great.
I regret not seeing that. And then this is like a close runner-up. I regret not seeing Last Night in Soho in the theaters. Have you seen that movie, Carl?
So it sounds very familiar.
I heard it was intense.
With Thomas and Mackenzie and Matt Smith and Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah, I don't remember.
A couple years ago, like
Oh my goodness.
20.
I feel like I have,
Okay,
but I may.
because if not, it's going on the list.
Maybe
like,
it's because I walked in on Emily watching it.
Oh,
Gross.
and you can't put. Did I mention this group? The daughter named Tuesday, or what's that movie? called?
Monday.
Yeah, we've literally reviewed that movie.
So what? How many times have you and I reviewed Titanic?
That's yeah. I'm not.
How many times have you and I reviewed Titanic?
I'm not acknowledging that. You're gonna put Tuesday
listen,
on the same level as Titanic.
Listen, if I came up to you tomorrow and I was like, you know what, I had a rewatch, and I don't know about you, but I think there's more to be said, and I think we need to revisit Top Gun Maverick. You'd be like, "Oh, I'm coming over right now."
Would you yes or no consider Toonie Tuesday or whatever that movie? I honestly can't remember what it's called. A cinematic experience.
No.
Exactly. That's why Top Gun Maverick 2 I would be game to do. It's apples and oranges. I'm not saying it's a bad movie.
All right. Well, join the series, and then you can be a part of. You can have some throwing power.
One of us.
All right.
Next
Question
thing
number
he's
2.
gonna tell us we have to wear pants while we're watching our movies. Where does this
can't-
guy get off?
Question number 2
Okay.
from Daphne. If your life was made into a film, who would portray you?
Sorry again, but in English.
If your life was made into a film,
Yes.
who
there
would
you go.
portray you?
I can't wait for you to listen back to that and go, whoa. That's what a stroke sounds like. You actually don't realize what
No.
you said?
Yeah, your sentence got all jumped. It was like the sheriff. Not the sheriff. Yeah, the sheriff in
Yeah, in
Robin Hood.
Men in Tights. Yeah.
So, who would play you? And would it change if it was a silent movie or if it was an animated movie with just a voice actor?
Okay, question about the silent movie, and this is again for like the room interpretation.
Yeah.
Is this, because then this will make it sort of impossible for me to answer. Well, no, just because, so is the question, would it change if it's a silent film? Am I then pulling from people known for this from the silent era of film? Or am I going, who could just physically
I think
do it without words?
She put silent film or animated film.
And then
So
just
like voice or physical mannerisms.
and then just one more clarification:
interpret
is this who do I think would give the most honest portrayal, or is this just who would I want to play me?
It's up to you.
No, we all have to answer the same.
Do we?
Yeah,
No.
yeah. It's a question.
See, this is why you should have just
who
looked
would?
at them beforehand.
Yeah.
And picked someone.
Just
Well, then I would have had the same. I would have been
with
asking
your
these
heart.
questions over Facebook.
go with your heart.
All right, Judy Garland.
Okay. You do you.
I picked Colin Hanks.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So that because you just feel like you're destined to live in your father's shadow, and no one even really knows who the hell you are.
I feel like he's tall, lanky, little awkward, and I think he'd play the role well.
But here's the thing:
Sure.
if it, and it's true though, because tell me that I'm wrong.
Sure.
If Colin Hanks tomorrow cured cancer, the headline would read,
Tom Hanks.
"Son of actor Tom Hanks cures cancer." Doesn't matter that he's an actor. Doesn't matter. He will never, ever, ever, ever get out of the shadow of the fact that he is the son of Tom Hanks.
It's true, but he's done the best you can't. He hasn't let that ruin his life.
I can see some similarities between you and Colin Hanks. Like, honestly,
And you could see similarities between my dad and Tom Hanks.
I've never met your father, but
Imagine Tom Hanks.
is
but
he
a little
America's?
different.
Is he
I bet your
America's
uncle-
dad?
He's not like Tom Hanks.
Is
Your uncle's nothing like Tom Hanks.
is your dad? Is your dad America's dad?
If your uncle listens to this, sorry, man, you're not Tom Hanks.
No. Honest question. Would you say your dad is like America's dad?
I mean,
Because Tom Hanks is.
Probably not.
But before you answer, so was Bill Cosby. So
Are you insinuating something?
no.
about Tom Hanks?
I'm just saying. I just want you to know that America's dad is not as clean of a title
as it used to be.
as it used to be.
All right, so I'm gonna go
With
Colin
the pudding
Hanks.
pops.
Colin Hanks is my actor.
Okay.
If it was a silent movie, I'm gonna go Dick Van Dyke. And then voice. We can do overlap. And
Yeah.
I'm just for voice. I'm just gonna go Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, like from Bradley Cooper from Guardians, Bradley Cooper from The Hangover, or Bradley Cooper from A Star Is Born.
Probably Hangover.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Which I think is the most like vanilla
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper. Like that's
I would
just what
agree.
Bradley Cooper sounds like. Okay. Carl.
So I was like, man, I don't want like a A-lister playing me. That's pretentious as shit. I don't like that. I'm above that.
Did you pick Arnold Schwarzenegger?
Yeah, I swear to God, he's gonna be like Carl's life. The film would open with Carl sitting behind a microphone going, "It's the B team." I'm going to interrupt your orgy now.
Kill all the men.
Which
Don't
is a
touch
little
the women.
Which is a little hypocritical because I had an affair and I have a love child.
Oh man. No, so I picked a comedian, Ed Harris.
Okay.
Interesting.
Sticking on me. Now I feel like I got to pick someone from The Hangover.
I also think
I gotta pick
I also
I
picked
get
him
stuck
because I
with-
thought he kind of.
Oh, no, Ed
pull
Harris.
off the look.
Yeah.
He
I was
he
thinking
could
Ed
pull off-
Helms.
He could,
Oh, yeah.
he could pull off the look a bit. Oh, sorry, Helms. I said.
Oh,
Harris.
you did
I
mean
meant
Ed Helms.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Why did I get on Harris?
I don't know.
Because you were thinking of Top Gun
Harris.
2
Which
and
was-
seeing it in theater.
So what? I'm
Harris?
Zach Galifianakis? Screw you guys.
Fuck yeah. Who's Harris? I don't even.
Ed
I don't even know
Harris?
who-
Ed Harris, he's the...
Oh yeah, man, he's old.
He's a bad guy
He's
in
in The
everything.
Rock.
He's
He's
old.
The Rock.
That wouldn't work.
He's a bad guy in everything.
He's the bad guy in
He's-
Treasure.
he's-
National Treasure
I searched
2.
Ed Harris and Ed Helms
Yes.
in an image
Which
gallery
he's-
next
he's
to
a
him
bad
for
guy
some
in-
reason.
He's the
National
bad guy in
Related?
National Treasure 2.
So Ed Helms is the guy that Sean Connery says my favorite quote from any movie ever to, and I'm not allowed to repeat it on the show.
You can, but you have to blurp it out, like you did in The Rock.
Okay, but if I blurp it out, I'm going to use the sound from that Patreon clip that I just recently uploaded of you going.
Do it. Yes.
I haven't heard that clip yet, but
Yes.
I approve it.
Did you hear it?
But you
listened
have to
to
do
it?
it.
did.
You have to get the quote up on your computer and do it in the Sean Connery voice.
He should have just let me start the show that way, eh?
Yeah,
It
you
was
should've.
golden.
It's good.
It was golden.
Anyway, I thought he could like pull off a similar look.
Yeah.
He looks good with the beard. Kind of got a, I don't know, maybe I don't know if I look like him. Close.
With do you want like with the Mike Tyson face tattoo
No,
from The
of course
Hangover?
not.
Okay.
No.
Well,
Do I have a face tattoo?
not yet.
Yes.
I hate needles.
Not yet. But wait,
Screw that
how old
noise.
is
Anyway.
Ed Helms?
Ed Helms Deep is
Ed Helms would
probably
be-
like 40.
I don't know. He's
Maybe 45.
I'd peg him closer to 50.
He's
might be right.
50 on the dot.
No
so
way.
you've
Is
got
he
10
really?
years to get a face tattoo then.
I didn't pick him for like I decided to go a different direction for silent or animated, and I picked the same person for both because I like he does. I don't think physically I doesn't look anything like me, but I thought Alan Tudyk would I really like.
I
yeah.
mean, he could do any voice.
He's got range for his voice. He could do whatever, and then for like animation, he's pretty. He can be a very animated actor, and I really think that's he can be really funny that way when he does that. Yeah. So that's who I picked
Brady.
across the table.
Well, I'm going with Dwayne The Rock Johnson. For all three. No. This will come as no surprise. This is like, and I don't know how on the nose this is. It's really not. It's really not that accurate. But if I could have any actor portray me in a film, I would want Ryan Reynolds to
Yeah, you saw that.
play me in a film.
Yeah.
Right? I want my movie to be a hit. I want people to go see it.
Okay.
And then the odds of... But here's the thing. No. See, you're laughing at me, but here's the thing.
We are, yes.
If my life is made into a movie, there's probably actors portraying both of you. And if I'm played by Ryan Reynolds, the odds that Carl is played by Hugh Jackman go way up.
It's true.
They go way
Yeah,
up.
I changed my vote.
And then the odds that Pete is played by Blake Lively probably don't increase by much. But
It's still something.
I'm really disappointed because you took my Dick Van Dyke answer for the silent film thing.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't. Does the actor have to be living?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. For silent
You could totally have a skeleton corpse zombie playing you.
for silent film, I'm going with Andrew Garfield.
Interesting.
He died?
He did.
No, well, no,
great
no, because I decided
Let's
that it
have a
should
moment
be.
of silence. For
I decided it should be a physical or a living, and then
physical human being.
for animated,
Oh my god, I can't believe he's dead. Why did this happen?
for animated, for who would voice me, I'm going with Bill Hader.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
doing like his Flint Lockwood from like from Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, because I think that's one of the greatest animated films of the last
That's
20
a
years.
freaking hilarious film.
It's so good.
Oh,
Okay, there we go.
celebrate.
Question number
Cheeseburger.
question
We
3.
gotta get together and watch that again. I feel like we'd be two grown men peeing our pants watching
funny.
this stupid movie.
I didn't have a laugh attack.
Have you
watching
seen
it,
Cloudy
but
with a
I was
Chance
close.
Meatballs?
No.
I can't believe you haven't watched that film. roll the credits to the show. Go watch it now.
If there was
Right, okay, I see what you're doing.
if there was a movie about the Movie Men podcast, who would direct it? I went with
Harvey Weinstein. No, that's not my answer. I'm wondering if that's yours.
no.
In the artistic style of Wicker Man.
I went with Aaron Sorkin,
Okay.
and here's why.
Who?
Yeah, let me explain. He was a writer on The Social Network.
Okay.
He was a writer on Moneyball.
2 A's?
Okay.
He was a director on Molly's Game.
Okay.
And so he's got a history of working with films of stuff that is about everyday life but making it exciting.
Oh, he did Moneyball. I love
and
Moneyball.
He wrote it. And so he's got this history of taking everyday events, making them into an entertaining, cut film. And I feel
okay.
like the Movie Man podcast, if it's not done right, could come across as monotonous or flat.
Right.
And I feel like with that
Absolutely.
pedigree, he could really make it interesting and like cut in some drama and like maybe some gambling addictions spewed in here and there.
Okay.
So that's who I went with.
I thought the same thing. If you got to get the right person, or else it feel
Sure.
lame.
Yeah.
But I went a completely different direction. And I picked somebody
Michael Bay.
who would like
Oh my God.
no, not because there's no action in our lives. Like I've never been chased in a car, or
James
gotten in
Cameron.
a gunfight. But like,
I'll be upset if no one says
then you pick him.
Steven Spielberg. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
I went with somebody who'd like throw some weird curveballs in there, take mundane moments and make them really goofy and weird, and do some really fun cinematography stuff. So I went with Wes Anderson.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I don't know. That'd be a different vibe. That's for
Great.
sure.
I'm a claymation fox.
He does. Have you his live action stuff is
I hate
Oh
Wes
man,
Anderson.
I like his stuff. My wife and I were on a little bit of a. We ended up watching the Grand Budapest
Motel.
and then we're like, oh man, this was kind of fun. And
Is
we
it
ended
motel
up
or
like
hotel?
the next couple movies we watched were all Wes Anderson films, and we just were kind of on a
binge.
Wes Anderson kick for a little while. It was fun. I
Nice.
like his stuff. I like his style. It's very, very different
Yeah.
from what Hollywood does.
Did you watch Asteroid City?
Which
the
is
new-
refreshing. No, I haven't.
No.
But again, like I see the trailers for that, and I'm like,
That one looks
cool.
interesting to me.
That looks like a fun watch. Like it's because they're so different from what Hollywood does all the time that makes it refreshing and fun and entertaining.
Right.
I'm excited about the color palette that this movie would have then.
Yeah, because he usually has a pretty
Yeah,
stark
like we would be
palette.
pretty vibrant.
He always, and I know it's intentional, but he always color grades his films like a 16-year-old that's trying to learn how to color grade their films, but goes
Yeah.
way overboard.
Everything's like purple.
Yeah,
and
just
then
doesn't
a couple
know
scenes later,
what the hell he's
everything's gray
doing.
and-
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
What would say you?
James Mangold is. Wait, no, don't look it up. Because I'll tell you.
Okay. All right.
James Mangold, director of Kate and Leopold, Walk the Line, 3:10 to Yuma, Logan, Ford v Ferrari.
So you picked kind of like Brady or Pete did. You picked a guy who kind of does real life stories.
Real life stories, but he's also the director currently attached to Star Wars: Dawn of the Jedi.
Yeah, real life stories.
Yeah, exactly.
There's
But having watched Walk the Line so many times, like one of my all-time favorite films. I can't wait. That's the other one. That's on the list. I'm gonna make Carl watch Walk the Line. We're gonna talk about Walk the Line.
that's a bit
So
different.
deal with it,
I will.
because you and I reviewed that.
Yeah, the audio quality
Was
is
shit.
Yeah.
That was the one episode that we recorded in a trailer.
Yeah.
Down
Yeah.
by the river.
Not far from the river, yes. And so, anyways, having seen that and seeing how he can convey drama and tragedy and scandal and, whatever else, I think he'd certainly be able to tap into all of the points that need to be hit in Carl's life. And then you and I, would also fit into that somehow.
What's that supposed to mean?
Nothing. Nothing.
Cool.
Nothing at all.
All right.
What's next
Okay.
beat?
What do we got?
Next one is from Brenna.
Yeah.
What's the worst movie you've watched for the podcast?
Oh, shit.
The Nun.
The first one? The first Nun?
Yeah.
Worst is in what? Because,
I gave it a 2.
yeah, but you've ranked
Then I
that.
gave it a 7 too.
Yeah, but you also, of the 4 that I've made you watch, I think that was the one that you thought was the best made film out of all of them.
Yeah, but it was still like objectively I gave it a 7, which was the best out
Okay.
of them.
Okay.
But unobjectively I gave it a 2
Okay.
because I hated it. I hated every moment of that film.
All right.
It was not a fun film for me to watch.
Okay.
I put Cats. That's clearly on there.
Yeah.
The Jerk came
Glad I
to
wasn't
mind.
there.
Although
believe you didn't
I
We
would
didn't
rewatch
review
The Jerk.
it.
No, but
that
I
was
would,
a forced recommendation.
I'm curious to rewatch it to see if it's held up.
I was a little bit mad when I heard because I remember like listening to the episodes and I'm like, oh yeah, The Jerk is great. And then you came back like a week or 2 later. I was like, I watched The Jerk. I hated
horrible.
it. So I was like, Pete, you suck. It's a freaking great film.
The Garden of Eden was pretty bad. That was that old 50s
Yeah.
movie. And then there was that other movie we watched.
We watched 3. We watched Act Naturally,
Garden of Eden.
which wasn't that bad, all in all.
Act Naturally, no. But the Garden of
Garden of
Eden.
Eden was okay. The I think the worst one was that like French one.
Yeah, with like I just remember there was a chef who was working at a restaurant, and like he was a nudist and like he had chest hair, and I just can't imagine the amount of chest hair that was in his food.
Are you just do you just shed chest hair?
He didn't wear like a chest net.
No,
Do you just shed chest hair? Like I don't
everyone does.
I don't understand.
It's a natural human phenomenon, Brady.
Like,
Yeah, but not
for
a
those that
amount.
have
you
chest-
have to have chest hair
For those of us that have chest hair,
Yeah. So anyway, those
yours
are the
will
ones that
grow
come
one
to
day,
mind.
Brady. Don't worry.
Those are the movies that come to mind. Carl, are you sticking with the?
Oh,
Nun?
I'm sticking with The Nun. Yeah,
All right.
it was like as soon as I heard it, I was like, it's The Nun. It's
The Nun.
Yeah, like objectively, it's a good movie if you like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I did not enjoy watching it.
I
at
did
all.
not hit her. I did not.
I did not.
That was we all watched that before the podcast.
Before the podcast.
started.
Brady, what say you?
Pre-podcast days.
So I didn't realize that we were including ones that we were made to watch by recommendation. I don't think that should count.
No.
It has to be, because if it was, then hands down, I would say Lost in Translation.
It's not that bad.
I knew he was going
It's
to
just
go
a
there.
piece of shit film, and that will play into a future question. But I'm gonna go way back. I almost said Amelie
Yeah.
because I didn't like that film.
I had higher I was expecting just different
Yeah.
things from Amelie, and it was just different from what I
It
expected.
was just not good.
I'm not
but I'm
saying
gonna
that,
go-
It just wasn't for me.
I'm going to go way back. And I think the worst film that I've had to watch for this podcast, and this is going to be an unpopular opinion among many, 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 many people, but Grease was such a difficult watch for Pete and I. Like, we were just the whole time, we were like, what is actually happening?
But I can live with that. Some of the other ones you've listed are
I don't know, man. Grease. And maybe I'm like,
Yeah.
maybe if I were going back, like I don't have a list of all of them in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so maybe if I was going back through, I would go, oh no, clearly this one
Cats, man.
was worse.
Cats?
Yeah, but Cats was at least,
No.
Cats was so bad that it was entertaining.
I don't know.
It was like the same way, you go to a stock car race
Like
to
The
see
Room?
a car flip type of thing.
Like The Room.
Yeah,
like
that it's
watching The
so
Room.
bad that it becomes enjoyable. It becomes this fun kind of thing.
Like The Room and Spider Woman and
Grease I just did not enjoy.
no, it was Madam Web, not
Madam
Spider-Woman.
Web. Yeah. See, that was at least fun. Like, we had fun.
Well,
it
let's
was a
just start
garbage
picking
film,
it apart
but we had
for-
fun.
Yeah.
Grease was just garbage. It was just garbage.
Only fun because you can pick it apart.
All right, what's next?
Who in the trio here has the worst movie opinion?
Right. Meaning, which one of us has a film that they either think is trash, but it's actually really good, or think a film is like top-notch quality, but it's a piece of flaming shit.
So yeah, I'm
stretched out
interpreting
dog
this
scrum.
question as less of like who has the worst opinion, but more how Brady's describing it. Like, if someone recommends a movie, the chance of me also thinking
Right.
it's good is low.
Yeah.
I probably have to say Carl on this one.
Oh, which one? What film?
I don't have a
have to-
specific one in mind, just like
Oh.
in general. Like,
Okay. That's all right, because I picked you too.
yeah. I don't know. I feel like I could go either way with this. There's only
I
two
think
options.
part of the reasons
really.
I feel like it's you is because you were like, "Hey, do you have any Arnold movies a while back?" And I was like, "Do I?" And I like literally gave you my entire Arnold
still
collection,
have them.
and you still haven't watched a single damn one.
I would just like to
hell's
point
the
out
matter
right
with you?
now that
every time. Listen, every time. You're right. You're right.
I would just like to point out that regardless of what I say, the outcome of this is that neither of you, that nobody in this trio thinks that I have the worst taste in film. And that's fantastic because I make Carl watch horror films and he hates his life for it, but he still thinks that you suck at film taste. Which is great.
No,
Which
that
is
our
great.
that our opinions of what is a good film misalign. Because he still hasn't watched a single damn Arnold.
I have a
film.
much more specific answer. It's Pete hands down, and it's for Lost in Translation. The film is garbage. It is such a bore fest. I could not, because literally it's the only film I've ever watched where I could not wait for it to end, and then it ended, and I'm like, well, that's it. Like that was, I'm sorry, that was the end. Where was the conflict? Where was the tension? Where was the like, what the hell just happened? It's garbage. Okay, what's next?
Episode 400, the episode where you could have got that opinion in the last 399 episodes, but we'll hear it again.
Yes. Yeah.
That's
Lost in Translation. Piece of shit.
I
film.
think like outside of the horror genre, our film tastes align pretty close too.
Yeah. Well, you keep taking your headphones hurting your ears.
No, well, and they're a little short in the cord.
Oh well, I can give you a little slack.
Sure.
There's some slack.
Thank you.
Cut him some
I'll cut you some slack. Lost in Translation microphone for getting fooled.
So, next question.
Yeah.
I'll let you ask this one.
You look like you're in pain. What's wrong?
Nothing.
You're like rubbing your eyes.
It's like 40 degrees in here.
You want me to open a window?
hot.
No.
I'll open it. No,
probably
it's
hotter
probably cooled
outside.
down. Hang on.
Actually, yeah.
It's probably cooled down.
Considering
Hang on.
where the house
Just keep
is.
talking. This is one of those episodes. This is an uncut, unedited. I might go take a pee. I'm just gonna wing it.
I'm due for my pee break.
Yeah. Did you bring your urinals that
No,
I bought you?
didn't. No, I plan on saving that for your 40th birthday, and then I'm gonna pee in it and give it back to you with pee in it.
So, speaking of bodily functions,
Where are you going? Brady just left. Brady
Interesting.
quit. So it's you and me, Pete.
So the weight of unbearable talent was your choice for seeing in theaters. I don't disagree that it's not a
you fart?
interesting movie.
I was just trying to get some airflow.
I don't disagree.
Have you
that
seen
it's
it?
Yeah. I just don't know if it needs to be in theaters though.
So much fun.
Yeah.
It was such a fun film.
It is, but like in theaters?
Oh yeah.
On the biggest screen, the best sound stage imaginable?
Oh yeah.
Is this
You disagree?
Is this the question about feces?
No, you haven't asked it yet.
Yeah.
Pete was waiting for
Oh,
you to
okay.
ask it.
Yeah.
All right. I open a window. I don't know. It might be warmer outside, but at least maybe now there's like airflow.
I can't imagine it's warmer outside than in here.
It's pretty warm in here.
It is.
Got
Yeah.
3 hot guys sitting around a table
Drinking. Drinking whiskey.
Pretty
So-
hot stuff.
How was the next question phrased?
When's the last time you shit your pants?
It's thank you, Brady's sister.
Yeah. Pete?
I feel like she asked this question because she wants to hold something over you next Thanksgiving.
I mean, she lives 20 minutes. You think I only see her at Thanksgiving?
I don't know. When all the families are, I don't know, man.
It's my mom's birthday tomorrow. We'll all be together then.
But she won't have listened to it then.
Yeah. Didn't my mom ask a question?
Yeah,
she asked it, the director one. So I forgot to give credit. Yeah,
okay. Yeah. Wow. It's the one.
Great question.
The one
Thanks,
you
Brady's
didn't.
mom.
The one you forgot to give credit to was my mother.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything, honestly. Probably grade school or younger.
No, you were definitely sick at some point in time, and
Yeah.
And used a bathroom.
Do you have
No,
like
but, like,
H1N1?
come on, you can't tell me you didn't have like the runs and you were getting a little bit better, and you're like, I'm starting to feel better. I'll risk a fart. Oh no, it wasn't a fart, and you gotta run, and you're like, ah, crap.
You're
look,
lying.
got on my
You're so
underwear.
full of it.
I've
Come
had
on.
other encounters, but
It's
I've
like-
never.
What do you mean other encounters?
know what this
Have
is,
you peed your
Brady?
pants?
Brady, you know what this is? This is like that age-old kind of meme, whatever you want to call it, where like there's two types of people who pee in the shower and people who lie.
Who lie about it?
Oh, I pee in the shower on the reg.
So here's the
Now you're
question.
just trying to cover up for shit in your pants.
Here's the question. Because I heard this on a podcast the other day, right? And so I'll pose this because this is a question just for you, because like this is an in lieu of question for you. When you're gonna shower, but first, and this is a two-parter question. You're gonna shower, but first, before you get in the shower, you're like, yeah, I could drop a load, and so you sit down on the toilet. First part of the question: Are you shitting naked?
Yes.
And the second part, no, you don't have to answer this because you probably have a poop. You probably shit your pants in the last couple of weeks watching horror films.
Probably on the way here.
Yeah,
Actually, what I wrote down was, yes, I did, watching The Nun.
watching The Nun. So, question number one: are you doing it naked? And question number two: if you know you're about to get in the shower, are you wiping and then getting in the shower, or are you just getting in the shower? Go.
No, I'm not answering.
Why? Come on. Come on. 400
I don't
episodes.
do
Nobody
either.
cares.
I don't do either.
You wait until after you're done showering, and you're
have-
like, well, that was for nothing.
I have a tushy.
A tushy.
Yeah, it's like a
Bidet.
day. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So my butt always gets a shower when I poop at home.
So you like water up the butt.
Oh, yeah.
Pete, have you ever taken water up the butt?
No, Alex.
It's so refreshing. You have no idea. It's great.
So, okay, you got to come up with some sort of answer for some sort of question for this. Come on. It's a Patreon subscriber.
Yeah.
Someone who's given us money for years.
I'm actually being serious. I
Come on.
can't think of a time that
Daphne wants to know.
I'm using your
Oh, careful.
It's all good.
Reactant to prop my laptop up.
Sounds good. No, I'm not even
Pete's
lying.
allergic to cats, and we have some studio
I can't
cats.
think of a time that this happened to me.
Okay. Do you poop naked? Have you ever pooped naked?
Does that you not know that question?
No, I just don't feel like talking about this. Next question for me.
Wow.
We found a limit.
Oh, I've found the limit many times. Many times have I made him uncomfortable. Okay, go ahead, Carl. When's the last time you pooped your pants? The Nun.
No, it's not.
No, but like actually.
pretty much. Well, probably sometime when I was sick and I was gonna fart, and then it was more than a fart.
Yeah. My answer's
I don't know when the last time that was.
probably the same. Like it was sometime when I was ill, right? Or like food poisoning or something. And I was like, wow, I'm about to throw up. And then at the very last second, you're like, oh, I'm going to do more than throw up.
I'm gonna do both.
Yeah, like, okay, here we go. But also, I will, just to be embarrassing, self-embarrassing here. I can remember a time when I shit my pants at school. I would have been like grade 2 or 3 or something, and I was like walking to the bathroom. And on the way to the bathroom, I could feel my tighty-whities filling. Right? Like it wasn't wet, it was like solid, but it was just like all of a sudden
Yeah.
my underwear was like half a pound heavier, right? Because I'm little, right? So it's probably a little poop,
man.
and so I went to the bathroom and like plopped it out of my underwear, and then went to the office and was like, I'm not feeling well, and made my mom come get me because I was like, I got shitty underwear. Like,
What else?
wanna
can
go
you
what
do?
am I gonna do? Yeah, I gotta go home. So yeah.
So I got a kind of a tangent question to this. For
Okay.
the naturist in the room. When you gotta go poop, do you just find a bush, or do you gotta go to the bathroom?
So here's the really wonderful thing. You wanna talk nudism? Here's the really wonderful thing about when I was living and working at the nudist camp, right? So yeah, you go and you sit on the toilet, and obviously you sit on the toilet naked, and you wipe and you do whatever
You do the best you
do
can.
when you But then because you're naked and
Toilet paper.
and
hanging
there's
out your
no,
ass
and there's you literally just go stand under the shower for 20 seconds, and then you go back to your. Here's the thing, like everyone's always like, oh.
That's what a bidet's for.
Nudists, like that's super uncleanly. No, we're like showering all the time. Everything's always aired out. Everything's always like nudists are like the cleanest, most sanitary people out there because it's not a hassle to shower.
You don't have a bidet.
I don't have a bidet.
They're great.
No, I don't have a
like
bidet.
those.
I've never
Heard if
used
they're-
one.
I've heard if they're with cold water.
Have you-
they're-
okay.
They're more of a badon't.
So no, okay. So
Mine was hooked up to the hot
Here,
water.
here's a
That's very nice.
here's a question I feel like reasonably Pete can answer, because my answer is no, I never have. Have you ever used a bidet?
No.
No, and I'm sure, like I can wrap my head around the idea, and I can buy into the fact that it is wonderful and life changing, and once you get on that train, you're never getting off of one.
Yeah,
But-
I don't like going poop at work.
But having not ever used one, it seems really uncomfortable
it's
to me.
weird at first.
Yes, it seems
Like,
really weird.
Like, my wife was like all keen, like, this is what I want for Christmas. I was like,
She's like, I
what?
really
okay,
okay.
that's weird. I'm never gonna use it.
So you have one of those.
I
You don't
don't-
have a
it-
standalone one. You have like an inline.
thing
that straps
take
to
your
the side of the
You take your
toilet.
toilet seat off.
Okay.
And it's got some holes that the toilet seat nuts go into.
Right.
Nuts.
You put your nuts in the bidet.
And then so it kind of hangs out over the bowl.
I've
and
never put my
there's
nuts in the toilet.
knobs to the side. Mine hang over the bowl.
Okay.
And then and it's got knobs for turning it on and off again.
Yeah.
And it took me like probably a week to even work up the nerve to try it
Okay.
because I was just like, this is weird.
Does it
And I
have
tr-
different pressure settings? It has like a
Like,
dial.
the knob kind of is like turning on the tap.
Okay, and
Like
and,
the more you turn it, the stronger it goes.
Right. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's not like a setting that is just like a static setting, and then you push a button and the button does it.
Not on this one. This is kind of an aftermarket thing. So
See, and that's no
it's a
fun.
little gimmicky, but it works really well.
That's no fun because to me, all that means is the next time I'm in your house, it's not booby trappable. Right? That you can't, because if it's a button, if you
it's
like
booby trappable if somebody doesn't understand how it works.
No, but
and they're
I mean-
this happened. We had somebody over and we're like showing it off. We were super excited. It's like, then you just turn the knob and it turns on, and they're like, oh, okay.
What a weird thing to do.
They
I'm
turned
just
the
picturing
knob
you all-
and a big spout of water sprayed up into their chest.
But I'm just picturing you all standing around the toilet with a guest, but it sounds like that's actually what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're showing off our
What's-
tushy. Yeah.
What's disappointing to me is because I'm thinking if you had a bidet that was like strapped to the brim of your toilet or whatever, and it was one of those like there's a knob from 0 to 10, and you set that, and then
Right, you crank it up.
and then you push the button whenever and yours is set to 5. Well, then the next time I'm in your house, unbeknownst to anyone, all of a sudden it's set to 10.
Yeah.
Right, and then you think you're just cleaning yourself, but actually you're getting an enema. Okay.
But
I've
great.
also never had an enema.
Great.
Yeah,
You're welcome to try it next time you're over.
an enema.
An enema?
Yeah,
my bidet enema. Yeah.
Do you know they used to do?
It gets pretty strong. Like if you crank it up, it pretty much gets up in there.
Okay.
I never crank it all the way up.
Are we ready to move on? That was the last of the questions. No, you have questions. What are your questions? Pete came up with questions. Okay.
You didn't look at these ones either.
Those were no, not at all. So those were our
have answers to these
Patreon
ones.
questions, and now Pete has a set of questions.
I mean, how long have we been talking?
What? Why are you trying to?
No,
end
I'm just
this?
asking.
For an hour.
Because I came up with 7 questions.
Okay, then
and
let's
it took
go.
us an hour to do 5 questions.
Well, we were talking about dogs.
Patreon
We were
episode.
talking. Yeah, we were.
Will you-
No, it's not a Patreon episode,
it?
but no, this is episode
We
400.
got the questions came from our Patreon.
Patreon.
But we were talking about dog scrotums and enemas, and so this will surely.
Yeah, your questions
Be
will
quicker.
surely be cleaner than
Yes.
the last several.
Yeah, are you going to ask us the last time we shit ourselves?
That was question number 1.
Oh, okay. Well, so now you have 6 questions.
We already talked about that one.
Absolutely.
What do you got? Don't skip them. Let's just go. Where you got to be?
What's the most interesting conversation you've ever overheard in public?
I got one.
Go.
What's yours, Pete? Well, no, it is Pete.
Pete.
Are we changing? Are we swapping up the order here?
Well,
What's-
you got one, so
Okay.
just go.
I was sitting at McDonald's once. I used to work at McDonald's, and I was sitting at McDonald's taking my break, and in the booth behind me, there were 2 like preteen girls that were clearly A, in a relationship with each other, and B, doing fake British accents.
Nice.
And they were just making out over a cone of ice cream and being like, "Oh, this is really good ice cream. It's just like the best ice cream I've ever had." And I was just like, I don't know that I've ever been more uncomfortable at work in my life.
Not even when he was naked.
Not even when I was naked at work.
That's
At
actually
the
sounds
club.
kind of funny.
Oh, it was funny. It was like
Yeah.
I went back and I was telling people like, "Oh my, you're never gonna guess what just happened out in the." But that was the weirdest because I'm just sitting there and I'm like, but they're clearly fake accents. Like these aren't 2
Right.
British girls. And what was really weird about it is
Hanover. Hanover is the population and the kind of where it's at geographically. For it to have
There
a
aren't
British
2 British
person,
people here.
for it to be one British person in Hanover,
Yeah.
that makes sense. And that spot's taken already by your dad.
And my stepdad, yeah. And but what was
it's not
really
them.
weird about it is they not like twins, but if you were looking at them in a lineup of people and someone said which 2 of these 10 people are related, you go, "Oh, well, those 2, like they're sisters or something," right? So, anyways, Pete, you have an answer?
Yeah. The one I was thinking about was one time I was sitting in my car while my parents, I was a kid, and my parents were getting something at Canadian Tire.
They have parents back then? Wow. Okay.
And I saw these 2 people coming out of Canadian Tire, also a couple.
Yeah.
And the man was behind the woman. And the woman, they were clearly in some type of argument. And the woman flipped up both her hands, flipped up both birds to the husband who was
Ooh.
behind her,
Classy.
said, "Read 'em and weep." And then something to the effect of, "You're not getting any tonight."
Oh,
And I was like,
that's the most awkward conversation you've
I
ever
was like,
heard.
what
in?
did he do?
Okay.
What did he do?
All right.
Like, I to this day, if that person's listening, what did he do?
What did he do?
Did he flirt with the clerk? Like, what did
Not
he do?
getting any tonight. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
And so 2 things. If you're listening, 1, what did you do? 2,
Thank you
did
for
you
listening.
finally get some? Like that's what we want to know.
And 3, consider subscribing to our Patreon. Carl, what do you got?
I honestly couldn't think of anything public, but I have a 3-year-old son now, and that old TV show, Kids Say the Darndest Things.
You think
My son-
you'd win?
My son is literally like, my wife is constantly saying, and she's absolutely right. My son is like a literal animated caricature of what a 3-year-old is.
Right.
funny.
Like
Like,
the
not just like-
stereotypical.
Yeah, not just like what he says, but like how he says it. Like we were sitting at the kitchen table the other day, and I guess he lost track of like his cup or something. He's like, oh, and he's like throws his hands up. Oh no, where is it? And then he realizes it's like right in front of him. He goes, oh, there it is. It's like, oh my goodness. Where did you come from?
It's like he's it's almost like he's laying it on, but it's like a 3-year-old, so he's clearly not. Like
that's
he's just being genuine.
just being him. But it's just like he's such a caricature of what you would, like a 3-year-old, but then like caricaturize them with like the small body, the big head, the overly animated, overly emphatic with their speech, and that's him.
That is the pride of your loins.
And he makes me proud. It's hilarious. Oh my goodness, he's funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start with Carl, because I feel like he I'm just curious what he's going to say. What's the closest you've ever come to a paranormal activity?
I don't know.
Ooh.
Like,
I have an
does
answer for
God,
this
like,
too.
I there's like a counter question. Like, does God stuff count?
That would be more like a
Supernatural
higher power, like supernatural.
So I don't think I've ever had anything that I would attribute to a paranormal experience.
Okay.
Like nothing. So
I was at a fort once, not like a backyard fort. No, like an old military fort. And I'm trying to which old
haunted
forts
fort?
in Ontario. I just want to because I want to. It's worth saying exactly
Which one?
what you're grabbing. Water, or you're grabbing the other stuff.
Do you
want to get me the water? I need to get some.
But nobody wants to hear my.
Yeah, I'm listening.
You want to hear my story? Bring in, if you're willing to share more, bring in that other stuff.
Is it Fort George?
It was a part of the, like, on the way back from an Ottawa trip.
Oh.
But it wasn't Fort York. Fort Henry?
Are there?
Might have been Fort Henry. Sounds like Carl's peeing in the background.
Peeing, but that's his water tap.
It was some sort of old military fort. And so we went to this. And there was...
Is this the good stuff you wanted?
No. And they told tale of haunted basement of the fort, some sort of like things are seen or heard or whatever it is, right? And so this was grade 8, and so we diverged from what are you slamming my door for? We diverged from...
Everyone to know I'm back.
People? I'm telling a story. We diverged from the tour, right? And we're like, wow, we're going to check out this haunted basement.
Sure.
And we go down in this basement, and two things happen. One, we hear a child crying where there is no child crying.
That you know of.
That we know of. Well, no, it's an empty, like, no one's down there. And on top of that, a door slams while we're down there. Like, no wind, not a windy day, but the door slams. And so that's my paranormal. I've told a story on the podcast before of a time that I was sleeping and I woke up and I couldn't move, like I was paralyzed, and I felt a dark presence. Like I felt like something was holding me down to the bed, and it took a while for me to shake that and be able to physically move. So I don't know if that was a thing or if that was like medically explained by sleep paralysis.
Right. Or living with
slept on your legs and arms wrong. So
no, it was like I couldn't move
Was
anything.
this when you lived with Carl?
No,
Okay.
I was living with my parents. But yeah, so I don't know, but definitely the haunted fort thing scared the shit out of me.
Yeah, that's actually pretty creep.
Yeah, and that was kind of one of those, we're gonna sneak away from the tour, or we're gonna what? And then we were like the scared kids that ran back up to the place after got back to be a part of the tour. Pete,
Nothing is as dramatic as that, actually. That sounds
Okay.
pretty wild.
Yep.
I once stayed at like an old tuberculosis sanatorium. So I just remember having like
Who
a
hasn't?
weird... It's a normal Tuesday.
Is this
I don't know if
Is this during
tuberc-
your like medical practice
This
learning
was
stuff?
this was
No.
like turned into a hostel.
It was turned into like a retreat center.
Tuberculosis
It's turned into a
sanatorium,
retreat center?
which is what is one of those,
That seems like the worst thing to turn into a retreat center. The only thing worse than that would be like an
But-
Auschwitz camp.
or like one of those like.
Holy shit.
No, what is it? Is it no? Is
but
it?
it's perfect because it's a
Like-
place sectioned into bedrooms, right?
But it'd
And
be
it was
like
in the country, so it made sense. I get what you're saying though. Like it is pretty dreary.
It's up there with sleeping in like a 1920s polio iron lung, right? Like one of those like where you see those images, those black and white, you know.
Yeah.
I am your father.
But yeah, I just remember it being eerie. I don't have anything specifically weird that happened. Like I remember we like checked out the morgue, and it was in the basement, and it was big, and it was like
Yeah.
a room.
And you slept there?
No,
No.
gosh, no.
You said you stayed in one.
So, sir, I didn't sleep in the morgue. I slept in this place for
Sanatorium.
like 3 nights.
Okay. And you woke up on the third day and had an upside down cross on his chest, which
I
eventually
thought that was
faded.
normal. I thought that was
Eventually
normal.
faded.
it was like carved into his chest.
Yes.
too.
If it healed,
It was
there's
actually not
hardly
carved. It was a
It
hemp,
healed quicker
hemp
than
tattoo.
normal, which-
Yes.
It was a hemp tattoo.
He wrote off as being a blessing rather than a curse.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a henna. A
Hemp.
henna? You said hemp.
Isn't it? Isn't that a thing?
A
Is
hemp
it henna?
tattoo. Hemp is like a byproduct of weed.
Yeah.
Hemp is
You mean
they make
henna?
clothes out of.
Like what they do in like
So it's
southern
not hemp?
Southern Asia.
It's not hemp.
Like the Pakistani kind of art form where you like draw on your skin and it stains it for a couple of weeks. Henna. A
Yeah.
henna tattoo,
Yeah.
not hemp.
Oh.
Hemp is when you go to the farmer's market
No, I don't-
and there's the guy
I
that's
understand.
clearly perma-fried.
Like
and
that?
he's
Well, not exactly, but for the sake of this, yeah.
Yeah, you go to the farmer's market and there's the 60-year-old who's clearly perma-fried and he's like, weed's got no lasting effects, man. And he's selling hemp bracelets. That's hemp.
Never been clear-minded in my
Yeah.
life.
Yeah. Cheech and Chong are my savior.
Where'd you get that cool multicolored bunny on your head?
Yeah, man.
Anyway.
Screw the government, man. You got Doritos? I could crush a bag of Doritos, man.
Dorit's.
Doritos.
I didn't see anything particularly peculiar, but it was an uneasy feeling.
Okay.
And I remember people taking pictures. One person claimed they saw on hand.
Of you?
Let me finish. It was pictures of like
It was
rooms.
Pete's hand.
And like of other people, and like there would be like a white apparition kind of hand
Yes.
above people's faces, or like
Boogers on the lens.
orbs. But it was like the early 2000s, so
Sure.
like at the same time, it's like
Polaroids
cameras
were
sucked.
shitty
Polaroids
cameras.
were still
Cameras
big.
just sucked. So it's like, was it something weird? Was it just a crappy 2001
I don't know, man. I think
camera?
the sun is haunted. I took a picture of it. My
got
lens is all
red
messed
eyes.
up. I don't know what's happening.
Got red eyes.
You know this.
Anyway, it was creepy.
Yeah,
But that's all I got.
that's fair.
I've not
That's
seen
fair. That's
anything.
That's good.
Yeah.
Okay. Question 3.
Question. Yeah.
4? 3.
3.
3. Okay.
Do you believe in UFOs or what are they called now? UAPs?
Okay. So, question: is this? Because I did read this one. I'm remembering now that I skimmed them.
I see.
Question: is this? Are you talking about? Do I believe in unidentified flying objects, or do I believe in intelligent life out in the universe?
I would say more question 2 or like more part.
The
2.
latter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because number one is obviously yes.
Yeah, there's stuff in the air that we don't know
Tell
what
me
it
the
is.
U.S. government doesn't have planes and crap they're working on all the time nobody knows
Drones
about?
coming out the
course.
wazoo.
Like,
Carl or Brady, what do you think?
I'm skeptical of aliens, I think. I don't know. It seems I guess one of the kind of cliche rebuttals to not believing in aliens are that it's what's the word I'm looking for? big-headed. I'll just use a simplified term. Big-headed to think that we're the only ones in the universe, right? Well, yeah, I suppose. But everything that I've come to kind of understand about like why the Earth is capable of sustaining life, and the kind of like the finite degrees of its placement from how far away it is from the sun. If it got further away or closer, things wouldn't have worked, or the rotation speed, like all that stuff. Like the details are so kind of down to the finite detail of how things work, at least on Earth, I guess, that I don't know. Can the stars potentially align for another planet to sustain life? I don't know. It seems pretty far-fetched.
Who's the guy? Sorry, in order to answer the question, I need to find this quote real quick.
Sure.
Who's the scientist? He does like all those
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like I've come a bit.
I have mixed feelings about Neil.
Do you know him personally?
No, just from interviews. Like he seems like a really intelligent guy, but and I agree with some of the stuff he says. But then sometimes he says stuff, and I'm like, it seems weird.
I feel like I've come a bit full circle, because I feel like for the most of time, that's a weird way to say it. For a while, I kind of agreed with you. It was like, okay, what are like the likelihood of something intelligent life being out there seems a little bit out there. And I thought for the longest time my answer was like, there's probably life out there, what form it comes in, whether it's like something that's equivalent to being in like a petri dish or some
intelligent
basic life. Sure, like there's got to be something out there.
Maybe there's life, but it's not intelligent.
Yeah. I feel like what's rekindled it a little bit is that whole Senate hearing last year with that one whistleblower who like went on record on oath talking about the things he knew, and like things
he was talking about Area 51 stuff.
Yeah.
No, there was it was like this Tic Tac shaped UFO that they spotted and moved in unnatural ways, and the government hushed it all up. And he was like a former U.S. pilot, whatever, and he went in front of like the Supreme Court and did this whole
kind of Senate hearing.
Mm-hmm. And like asked him questions point blank, and like basically he alluded to there's a lot of stuff that the government, like he went on record admitting that the government has lied about, and he seems pretty credible. So I mean, it kind of raises the question of like, okay, I think there's some things that have occurred, and I think I've got a bit more belief than I maybe used to.
My biggest thing about that is, okay, yes, does the U.S. government hide things from its citizens? Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
the U.S. Army was using all kinds of technology before civilians ever had it, which means they were testing it for years before it ever became kind of widely used in the military. But this is kind of like, I think the strongest counterpoint to that is kind of similar to what the strongest counterpoint to what I consider the strongest counterpoint to like the flat Earth theory is for the U.S. government to kind of get away with lying about aliens, then all the other world governments also have to be on board.
Okay, but hang on.
That's assuming they're in collaboration.
Assuming they're in collaboration. But also, like,
no, you guys are way off.
Are aliens only appearing in the U.S.?
No, you guys are way off.
Like,
you guys are way off, because like everything you're talking right now is you're off base with the question. You don't understand the assignment, because everything that you're saying is related to is there intelligent life out there that that humans or that the Earth is aware of? Right? That's not the question. Right, it's not have we come in contact with them? Are we? Yeah.
We're having a conversation, Brady. This is how it works.
Okay.
But yeah, so I just think like if there's evidence of existence, that one government has, surely other governments have it too. They can't all keep it under wraps.
Okay. So my answer?
Somebody would have blown the whistle a lot
My
sooner.
answer is
We'd have
unequivocally there's life out there. And there's potentially intelligent life out there. Because, and I can't find the exact study, I can't find the exact quote, but basically, there are 2 trillion planets in the observable universe. There's a lot of the universe that we haven't observed, right? So that number could be 10 times bigger, it could be 100 times bigger, whatever. But there's 2 trillion planets that we've been able to see with a telescope, with the Hubble or whatever it is. If only, and don't quote me on this because I have the percentage right, but I don't have the final estimate number right. Well, hang on. What is 0.0?
While he's doing that, where are you getting these? Are you pulling these questions because you're listening to the spooky episodes Brady's making me watch?
There's some overlap there. I thought there might be something.
Okay.
It feels like that's what you've been. Oh man, I wonder how. Let's dig into this sci-fi stuff. See what everyone believes.
What? So maybe you don't even believe in paranormal stuff.
Well, I think
in the capacity of, like, say, The Conjuring, in that kind of capacity.
Okay. Here's the thing.
We already got into that.
Okay.
In one of our episodes.
So 2 trillion planets out there.
Sure.
If only 0.1% of those planets, 0.1% of those planets have conditions similar to Earth. That means there's 2 billion planets out there with life. So you look at that. My whole thing is just simply a numbers game, right? And you can divide that number by 1,000, and you've still got thousands of planets with life on them, right? And so my thing is, okay, we've only seen 2 trillion planets. There's definitely way more. Planets are essentially, like, with our understanding of the universe and that the universe is essentially infinite, planets, therefore, are essentially infinite. And out of the 2 trillion we've seen, if only 0.1%, a fraction, the smallest fraction, a 1/100%, if that is similar to Earth, doesn't have to be the exact same conditions, but if it's similar enough to Earth, then then they're prime and set and ready to go for oxygen-based life forms, right? And so I'm like, it's not so much, for me, it's not what are the odds that there's life out there. It's that the odds that there isn't life out there are so astronomically impossible that my answer is just a defaulted, well, there has to be. And I think it's stupid and arrogant. And I understand because I come from, like, a Christian background, upbringing and stuff like that. And people, in the church or whatever, when I was growing up, would often say, well, if there's aliens out there, they'd be in the Bible. God would tell us about them. And it's like, dude, you're making a lot of assumptions about God, right? For what purpose? What is the benefit, right? There's a billion questions you have about the universe and about God and about the way things work that you just don't have an answer for. And so why is this one thing an absolute for you? Why, if there were, to what end? To what end would you know about life out there?
Yeah.
There's no reason.
I think it's just, I think the probability aspect is, like, the logical approach, because it's like, hey, even if you take a fraction of a fraction
there has
of
to
the
be.
fraction what you've described, like you said, one in however many, there's the chance. I just feel like it's just such a weird weird reality, and it leads to the doubt where, there were people who would come up with pictures and quote-unquote evidence in, like, the 50s, 60s, 70s and whatnot. And as we've evolved with our technology, where everyone now has an iPhone or an Android in their pocket with a camera that's better than most cameras in the 70s, that there's nothing definitive now. Like you would think all these times where people would give anecdotal stories of like in the 80s when they were walking down an abandoned road and they saw a UFO. They're like, well, if only I had my phone or my camera with me, I could have proven it. We're in the reality now that people have GoPros, cameras, everything that they can document every second, security camera.
Yeah.
You'd think that now would be the time that more definitive, quantifiable, like objective proof would come out saying, here's something, here's something, here's something. Whether for paranormal or UFO, truly.
Yeah, and so, like, I wouldn't say I'm not on the fence, but I'm not writing off the idea of life existing outside of Earth. But I would definitely label myself a skeptic.
So this is because no website was telling me, so I had to resort to ChatGPT because I can't do this math. Of the 2 trillion, the percentage chance that one of the planets in those 2 trillion has life on it is 0. I got to zoom this in. 0.00000000005.
One planet has life.
If 0.00000000005% of the planets that we have of those 2 trillion planets, if that percentage of those 2 trillion planets is similar to Earth,
wait, hang on.
Then there's life out there.
What? The way you worded that, what exactly did you ask ChatGPT? Because the way you worded it sounded like you asked it, what are the chances that there is life?
I said what is 1 in 2 trillion as a percentage.
Okay, so that's
1 in 2 trillion. The chance that one of those 2 trillion planets, or the percentage of those 2 planets that represents the one that might have life out there, is the 0 plus like 8, like 12 zeros, and then a 5%. So it is so. You are more likely to be struck by lightning while winning the lottery and getting run over by a rabid moose than you are to be able to discover that there's no life out there, because there just is. There has to be. There has to be. Okay, what's the next question? We've dwelt on this. We've all given our answers. I don't need to convince anyone.
No.
I'm just telling you why. I'm just telling you why I think the answer is there has to be.
Yeah, and I'm going to be skeptical for most of this. I'm not sold out no to a lot of this stuff, but I'm skeptical to most of it, which is weird because I'm sold out to most faith stuff.
Yeah, you're like,
God exists
7
totally.
days
Aliens,
whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah, single cell organisms on Mars, not a chance.
If you could choose, what game show would you go on?
Ooh,
I felt like this one was easy.
I feel like
this is the hardest question I've been asked yet. No, I couldn't.
Not Jeopardy.
Flunk.
Yeah.
Not Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Really? That's what I put. I feel like
It's hard.
no,
It is.
No.
hard.
You watch Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and like the first 10 questions, because what do they ask you? 20?
15, I think.
Is it 15?
Yeah.
Like the first like third are like basic questions.
Right.
Like
You have to luck out though.
What colors do you have to mix to make green?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
tough.
And it's like, are you kidding me?
So
Give me $1 million.
Okay, so you're
On top of that, you get 4 lifelines.
okay. So your answer is contingent, because I ran through them all, right? And I was like, Survivor.
That's tough. The payoff is bigger.
The
but
problem,
the work
problem with
is harder.
Survivor is that it's like at the end of the day, it's 95% a popularity contest, because people can vote you off, and I'm like,
Well, it's not even a popularity contest because you could be popular, and that's what gets you kicked off.
and that's what gets you kicked off, right? So it's all it's up to
it's all a head
it's
game.
a likability contest
head game.
essentially, and I'm like, at the end of the day, I think I would take Survivor so seriously that I would end up not that likable.
Right.
And I would get voted off. So
You're the one catching all the fish.
You're-
Nobody else knows
yeah,
how.
so-
You're gone.
you're gone.
Dudes, you're going to die.
I apologize for the audio in this podcast. It's just like straight up. As the guy that edits it, I just,
Wow. We are drinking a lot.
From
of
400
alcohol,
on,
so
I've decided I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna. No.
it's a nice whiskey.
So you're okay with your Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. My answer is requires far less skill, but I think hinges on a very similar crucial component. Because my answer was Deal or No Deal.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's
Because unless you get super unlucky, you're walking away
with something. Yeah,
it's impossible not to walk away with more than you walked in with.
Right off the bat, you could walk away and get $1,000.
But Who Wants to Be a Millionaire hinges on the same important component that Deal or No Deal hinges on, which is the ability to say, "Okay, that's enough. That's lots of money. I'm not going to be greedy. Mm-hmm. That's lots of money."
Right.
So I'm saying Deal or No Deal because it's skillless. It's skillless. It's all luck.
But there's some skill in it too.
It's all
knowing.
luck.
But like knowing when to walk away.
Yeah,
that's the
that's
game. Like,
the skill.
It's knowing. I guess it's not so much the skill.
It's not knowledge based.
The type. No,
there's
walking the
There's
tight
a lot
rope.
of luck in that too.
Luck,
if your first several
it's all
cases
luck.
are like 0, 100, 200, you're not walking away with much. Right?
Oh, no, that's not how the game works.
Yeah,
you want to eliminate those low cases so that all that's left, because that increases the likelihood of the initial case that you've picked being the 1 million or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Right. But like, you could potentially end up, the first several cases you open, you end up with like crappy amount of money offer kind of.
Oh, sure.
Right? Like,
but that's if
I
like
feel
the
like
first case, that's you only get a crappy amount of money offered if the cases that you're opening are
the big
money.
Yeah.
Because then the banker is like, well,
I ain't giving you.
You
crap.
clearly don't have much in your case, so I'm gonna offer you $500 to piss off.
I feel
guess like
my point is like why I went with
Who Wants to Be
a Millionaire is it is a skill game, and I would rather rely on my own skill than my luck.
See, but nowadays you don't even get to meet Regis.
I play a lot of
that's the thing.
Games that are dice
We're talking like
based.
OG. Who wants
If we're
to be a
talking like
millionaire?
2005,
then
I'd go on.
Yeah,
Regis
for sure.
Who does it now?
Is Regis dead?
He is.
He did die. Yeah.
Who does Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
I don't even know who does it. It's probably a different person.
Probably
each
Howie
week.
Mandel.
He's on everything.
Or Wayne Brady. It's one of the two. But
my answer was Wheel of Fortune.
Okay. Wheel.
Just because it's like it's a bit more lucky. Like
that's like the Wordle one, right?
Yeah.
Or like the guess hangman. Kind of. Yeah. Buy a vowel.
I liked it just because like you can kind of fall your way into some things.
Yes.
But actually, I'm thinking Deal or No Deal now.
Yeah.
I think that's the way I'd go.
I think with Deal or No Deal, if you have the sensibility to walk away, it is super easy to go on Deal or No Deal and walk away with 20 grand.
Yeah.
Super easy.
You know what? I'd rather a good chance of 20 grand versus a less chance of $1 million.
Yes.
Any day.
Because I also thought like, ooh, Price is Right. But then I'm like, but it's all in American prices, and I wouldn't. And it's not Bob Barker anymore.
And the crap thing is, with Price is Right, you can luck out. Like some of the prizes are like, here's this new car, or trip to Europe, and some it's like, here's this new chest of drawers.
Yes,
and it's like, frig that.
Yeah,
like
I was just looking up so Deal or No Deal is no longer on.
Oh, really?
No,
I'm gonna go YouTube old episodes. Anyway.
The last episode was in
looks
like 2001, I think.
No, that's not remote.
No, you're full of shit. Oh, 2021. That's a big difference. You said 2001. I was like, I don't think it's
a bit to drink.
I don't think it started till 2010.
What I find really funny about this is the last presenter.
Yeah,
was Jimmy Kimmel. Jimmy Kimmel killed it.
Wait, what?
Oh, geez. I didn't even know. I only know Howie Mandel, Deal or No Deal.
Jimmy Kimmel was on this?
I only know Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Oh,
Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, I thought you were talking Deal or No Deal.
No.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, we were talking about two different shows. Brady and I thought you meant Deal or No Deal.
But there is.
I think it's funny because I don't think Jimmy Kimmel was funny at all.
No.
But do you know what's amazing? Meghan Markle.
Okay.
Chrissy Teigen.
Mm-hmm. Which one's this for?
Haley Marie Norman. I don't know who that is, but we know who the first two are.
Yep.
Claudia Jordan. I'm not sure who that is. Layla Milana. I'm not sure who that is. Okay. But Meghan Markle and Chrissy Teigen both got their start as faceless, nameless
ladies,
Deal or No Deal girls.
Oh, interesting.
and now she's
The Queen of
and
England.
Then, well,
Yeah.
no, now she's
Well, no, you're right.
Betty Joe that lives in Vancouver and
Excommunicated
and
from
isn't allowed to
Canada.
call her grandmother-in-law.
Well, she did. No one can call
Okay,
her.
well, whatever. Her grandfather-in-law, grandfather, just
I
straight
guess
up
just-
dad,
No.
father-in-law,
Father-in-law.
father-in-law,
Yeah, I
or
guess.
uncle,
No,
great
father-in-law.
uncle.
Yeah.
No, because Henry's not, or Harry.
Yeah.
Harry's not the son of the king, is he?
Yeah.
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 Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
That'd be his
I
brother-in-law.
don't follow the.
That'd be brother-in-law.
I have no idea.
Um,
Jonathan Groff is the king in Hamilton. That's about as monarchy as I get.
do you believe in Bigfoot?
You say absolutely not.
Okay.
No, my dad is a diehard believer. Though.
I'm all in on the aliens.
Yeah.
Bigfoot's bullshit.
I tend to agree. There was a video that came out like last fall of like a pretty clear this looks like something. It was in
yeah,
Colorado.
It's AI, dude.
It could be.
I
Honestly.
will say this. I'll put it this way. I think there's a low chance of both.
Sure.
I think there's a higher chance of Nessie.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
I think there's a higher chance because there's so much shit in the bottom of the ocean.
That's the thing.
Well, that's not even an ocean; it's a murky lake.
no, I know,
but still,
but like
like-
water.
water.
It's a lake that you can't see 2 feet in front of your face.
Yeah, there's the chance that they're and maybe Nessie's dead now, or maybe like whatever.
Yeah.
But the chance, like I believe. Well, I'm not going to say I believe. I don't have like an active.
believe.
I don't have an active belief about this.
Yeah.
But if you were to tell me that there are things in the bottom of the ocean that are this like
Megalodon.
that there are like a megalodon.
Statham, save us.
Or that there are prehistoric creatures that are still down
Yeah.
there, fairly unchanged from the time they were
is
the
it? It's
dinosaurs.
like a percentage of the ocean that's still not.
We know more about outer space, or
Yeah.
we know more about the moon than we do the ocean.
It's an astronomical number
it's-
that we still
yeah,
have
it's
not charted of the
unexplored and
ocean.
uncharted,
It's like
yeah.
70
Yeah.
or 80 or more percent that we haven't touched.
And they really are. And someone put this perfectly. And I can't remember if it was a documentary or whatever I was watching. You want proof of aliens? Look at the ocean. It is a different world.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if you watch Pacific Rim, there's more chance of aliens coming from
Oh
the
my
ocean.
god. Okay, what's the next question?
But
Or did you answer?
I know.
Yeah.
I
Bigfoot.
yeah.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
I don't know. I feel like I'm probably in the camp that you guys are. Just
We
because
would have found it by now.
that's the thing. It's like it's either like one or two because no one like it's so rarely spotted and seen, and so like just the reality of a species living with that few numbers, like I don't know.
Surviving for this long with those few numbers. Yeah.
Like I guess there's
Like,
those sea
either
turtles
it's-
that are like 200 years old. Like it's possible that something could live that long, but it's unlikely.
But that's
It's different.
so. The reason those turtles usually live so long is because they kind of have a slow lifestyle. Their whole metabolism and everything is slowed down, right?
Not an
Like,
ape like running through the
yeah,
woods.
like you look at dogs.
Yeah.
Usually, the smaller the dog, the longer the lifespan. The bigger the dog. So I don't know. Like I suppose Bigfoot could have a better immune system and biology and could live longer. But
Here's-
when's the first recorded Bigfoot sighting? Like a couple hundred years ago.
Okay.
Now?
Okay, but hang on. And here's some credence to your skepticism.
sure.
And this is and I remember this is different than the statistic that we read at the zoo. But this is like a bankable statistic. To this day, we discover about 18,000 new species every year,
That's nuts.
which is mind-blowing.
But
Hundreds
Some
of
of them
species
wouldn't
every
be,
day.
Okay.
I'm sure not like
Most
revolutionary.
of them are insects,
right.
but the fact that we still discover
frogs with no, that frog just had a growth.
no, but whatever, right? The fact that we discover hundreds of new, even if they're all insects, it means we discover hundreds of new species of insects every day.
Dang.
How many? Yeah, but and that's crazy.
It's
But
ridiculous.
I think you need to narrow that study down to be like, how many large mammals do we discover every year? Right? How many new mammals? Because this is kind of, I think, a great kind of correlation with an animal we know existed would be the Tasmanian tiger. The Tasmanian tiger is a creature we know existed. It was hunted to what we believe was extinction. Or the dodo birds is another one. Like, if a handful of them survived, 5 or 6, somewhere in the middle of the outback, untouched by man, were able to have been able to survive. How long could they survive before they go extinct anyway from just natural hunting? And
we discover 50.
Is Bigfoot really stronger than a mountain lion? Mountain lions are freaking vicious, man. Seems like easy prey for a mountain lion to eat Bigfoot.
We discover 50 new mammals a year.
What?
50 new mammals a year.
So one a week.
Where?
One a week.
What?
Around the world,
What did they
man?
discover last year?
I don't know.
50 apparently.
How much time you want to spend on this? 40 to 50 mammals a year we discover.
Yeah.
This seems.
I feel like
I'm skeptical.
I want to believe in Bigfoot because it makes a fun nighttime story.
Yeah.
I just feel like it falls in the same category.
Is Bigfoot the same as Sasquatch? And is that the same as a Yeti?
No.
Yeti is snow-based.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sasquatch and Bigfoot, I think, are the same.
Oh, the same.
I feel like it just falls into the same category as UFOs.
And is Yeti essentially just a wampa?
We're all walking around with phones these days.
Yep.
The fact that no more definitive evidence has come out in the past 40 years, that's like
right.
life-altering.
If you told me that Bigfoot
game-changing.
exists, but only in the deep, deep forests of wherever, but the fact that people in like friggin' Michigan are like, I found a blurry picture. Look at the photo I took. Right. Like the fact that Yeti's apparently like in the woods behind your house.
Right. I think it's more Pacific Northwest.
Okay.
But still. It's a remote.
You know more about Bigfoot than I do.
Listen, I've got a map.
Watch the document. Andy Kaufman's still alive, and so is Elvis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what do we got next?
What's the most unnerving bug or insect experience you've ever had?
I was in Cuba about
I don't like
2 years ago, year and a half ago, and we were walking at night down a sidewalk. And when you're walking in Cuba, within 300-400 meters of the beach, the expectation is you're just going to see crabs everywhere, like large crabs. However, we were walking at night and we saw a spider probably the size of maybe legs included, about the size of a tennis ball. And it was big enough on the sidewalk, and I don't do spiders.
Sure.
And it was big enough on the sidewalk that it was the first time I ever felt like this spider is staring us down. Like this spider is holding its ground.
It's not budging.
And is saying, bring it, bitch. And so that was, for me, that was...
This spider will eat you.
That was a big enough spider.
Up,
like it was like yeah, it was an 8-legged freak is essentially. So I was like, yeah, like if this spider could kill me and then lay its eggs in my head, was kind of where I was at. And so that was the creepiest insect. Which is technically not an insect, it's an arachnid, but to each their own.
Yeah.
Or apples and...
For me, it's a spider too. I once saw a spider in a hotel room on the ceiling. I confused it for a small mouse.
Oh, on the ceiling.
On the ceiling.
A small mouse on the ceiling.
Yeah.
So you're an idiot.
So, no.
What have you ever seen? What do you think mice, whenever you ever seen a mice anywhere other than a ground?
Sorry, let me clarify.
Look,
mice
I'm sorry,
are
I
not
love
Spider-Man.
you.
Let me just clarify. I guess the way I would articulate it better, I didn't think it was a mouse inverted on the ceiling that was bit by a spider. I just said,
no longer needed glasses.
That thing looks like a mouse, but how is it sitting on the ceiling?
Was it wearing a red and blue suit?
It looked like Tobey Maguire.
Had a baby with Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Okay, look, I love you.
Mm-hmm.
I do. I don't know. I don't think I've ever said that. This is a 400 episode podcast.
I would doubt that.
I have love in my heart for you.
Sure.
And I respect you dearly.
Do you?
But when you say I thought there was a mouse on the ceiling, I say, I'm sorry, what? Like, I'm concerned for your intelligence at that point.
It's a good thing you're not. in the
But it
OR
turned out it was
anymore.
a spider. It turned out it was a spider.
It probably was a mouse. I have no idea. I wouldn't trust what I say. It was
Okay.
It
It
could have
was
been.
a spider
was
mouse.
this-
It could have been a
Was
homeless
this
man. Honestly,
after drinking quite a bit while you were going to bed, or the next morning when you were?
Yeah, was this a
hungover?
hotel in Margaritaville? Or,
I was still looking for that lost shaker of salt.
okay. What's the next question?
I mean, mine's not near as interesting as your guys'.
Okay, go ahead. One
Insect-
time you saw a mouse on the ceiling.
Insects don't freak me out that much.
Really?
No, if I had seen that spider, I would have been like, "Whoa!" and I would have went up to it.
He
and tried
grew
to
up. He
catch it
grew
in the
up as a
glass
boy with brothers, and he's a middle child, and he grew up as this like they wrestled and they built forts in the woods and they caught bugs and they ate them.
When episode 1 came out, we built lightsabers
Star
out
Wars.
of
Yeah.
PVC plumbing pipe, and
Oh,
we were
dang.
like whacking each other with them.
Yeah.
Like full on. But my like, I would say the creepiest thing, the thing that creeps me out, would be a spider thing, but it's not the spiders themselves. It's when you're like on a nice hike through the woods, and then you walk through a spider web that you didn't see, and it gets like all of your like, what the. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
I
that
hate
sucks.
The worst.
Remember when, speaking of weird creatures and mice on the ceiling, remember when we saw a wombat like in the middle of town? Or a muskrat.
Wombat?
Muskrat.
What town
Muskrat.
was this?
Hanover.
Sydney,
Muskrat.
Australia.
We saw a muskrat.
Down the street from the Queen's Bush.
No,
we were,
in the bushes of the Queen's
No,
Bush.
we walked it up to.
Yes. Oh, yeah, maybe.
We were at the corner where the Bell World is. We were walking from my apartment, which was down the street, towards the Queen's Bush.
The one with all the mattresses where people came in and did meth.
In front of the Bell World, there was this
A muskrat.
furry little ball in the ground. I was like, "Is that a cat? That's too big to be a cat. What the hell is it?" And it starts walking away from me. I was like, "That's a muskrat. The hell is a muskrat doing in the middle of town?
Nowhere
And
near any water.
It just very casually, as we got closer, just casually nonchalant, not scared of us, but respectfully fearful of us, walked away from us as we walked towards it because we were going to the Queen's Bush.
It's the first and
the
only
Queen's
time.
Bush has got these big long reeds in it that
Yeah.
it would like you'd find
For
near a
those
swamp
for those
where it would
listening,
live.
the Queen's Bush is not a adult website on the internet. It's a pub.
Yeah, it's not a pub with dancers either.
On a large
and it's
section of
based on-
Ontario used to be called the Queen's Bush. Bush referring to the forest.
A
The
grouping of trees.
Queen referring to the fact that all the British came over and raped and murdered the natives.
Anyway, so yeah, it ended up walking into some of the shrubbery around
Because we're horrible
the
people.
Queen's Bush, and it was just like we followed it for a whole block, and it wasn't that scared. I was just
Is it
because
first-
for those
first
that are
and only time?
unaware, a muskrat is an amphibious animal that likes to hang out near water because
Yeah.
the water is where it's safe.
It's like a turtle.
Well, it's more like a beaver.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
In
But
every
it's the
way.
first and only time, like if you asked, if
really
first and only
crazy.
time I've ever seen a muskrat, if you were to ask me right now, describe a muskrat, I'd go, I don't know, furry mammal.
I had to
Like
look
I
it
have
up.
no idea.
Yeah.
Next question.
Well, I've seen thousands of them.
Next question.
Mostly dead.
Thousands.
Next,
Literally
next
thousands.
question. We have like a segment and a half
Literally,
after this. Next
I've
question.
literally seen thousands because my dad was a trapper.
I'm gonna bypass this
No,
one.
no, no.
'cause I'm telling you, I want your answers. I don't have a good answer. What's the best Halloween costume you've ever done?
Ooh, okay. Can I go?
Yeah.
So Halloween questions. Halloween costumes for me. I do costumes differently than most. So I have a very high standard for costumes. My costumes fall more in the category of cosplay than they do costumes. My requirement for a costume for me is that it can't be anything less than a thematic outfit, right? So if I'm going and I'm like, okay, I'm going to be the Joker. I'm not going, I will never ever go into a Spirit Halloween or a party store or a Walmart or whatever and buy a Joker costume. You know, my vest for my Joker costume is going to be the perfect Value Village find of a real vest, a real overcoat, a real tie, a real dress shirt. So I have two. One is a Joker. right? And there's pictures of it on my Facebook, social media, whatever. And I was like, we actually went to, there's an old derelict factory in town where the brand Dickies, like Dickies, you know, I had a key for unknown reasons. I had a key to the Dickies factory that Halloween. And so we went into this old derelict factory and took pictures of me.
Well, we ran a haunted house for the town.
Well, you spoil the friggin' story by just being like, wow, you know, there was a reason.
Sound like we didn't have a reason to be there.
I had a key to this old factory because I was running a haunted house for the town. Anyways, so we went and we shot pictures of that. So that was really good. The other was a Mad Hatter costume.
Oh, yeah.
And it was similar.
That one was really good.
But it was done with like, I was like, okay, I'm going to need a top hat. And so instead of being like, well, what's the, you know, Dollarama or Walmart has these, I found like a steampunk cosplay website that sold like $75 authentic top hats. And I got that. And then I went and I found someone who had a peacock and got real peacock feathers and stuck that in the hat and then ribbon around it and had someone do all the makeup. And a lot of my costumes often include like expensive colored eye contacts and like, yeah. So for me, costumes are, I'm very critical of cheap costumes. If what you're wearing is a costume and not a thematic outfit, like something that is, it's real clothing, everything you're wearing is actual genuine clothing, then to me, you're a poser and you failed. You have failed at your costume. It's a cheap, you know, whatever. So Mad Hatter and Joker are sort of my two winning.
Say mine because you'll make fun of me.
One time I dressed up as a crayon.
I was a cowboy.
I was a blue crayon.
I had a cowboy hat.
You did, yeah. You had for a while. There was a really unfortunate time where Carl and my friendship almost ended because Carl decided maybe I'm a cowboy hat guy. And luckily that
Like,
died.
for Halloween or just in general?
No, for like in general. Now he wore it for Halloween one year, but just in general, he was like, I thought I was going to be a cowboy guy.
Out in town, like
You wore it to like a couple public, like a dance or something.
Oh,
I got like a cowboy outfit to go to a cowboy themed hospital gala with my mom.
And you thought what? This is one and done, or you thought
it was good.
maybe
I never
I'm
wore
a
the hat
cowboy?
again. It's still sitting in my closet, but I've never wore it again.
Looked like a douchebag.
It's because you don't like cowboys. Anyway, nope. I would my answer would be Batman.
Did you do a good Batman?
Yeah, I did a good Batman.
Did you borrow Tim Hirma's Batman?
Yeah, like not the year I was in the best shape of my life. The year after, so I was still in pretty decent shape. But there's
I'm sorry, you're not in the best shape of your life right now.
I'm in a shape of my life.
You're in a shape. The shape is
kind of pear shaped.
The shape is a shape that most children learn very early on is circle.
But no, yeah, I borrowed Tim Hirma's Batman outfit.
But I love you no less. There's just more of you to love.
It would have been about 5 or 6 years ago. It was right after my wife and I got back together.
So they have a pretty good Batman suit. They also have a pretty authentic stormtrooper costume.
I don't think the Hirmas are the type of people that they could have very possibly made the stormtrooper suit. I'm pretty sure they bought it though.
I think it's a buy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's cool. But yeah, the the Batman suit was pretty dope.
Yeah.
Aside from my beard, I pulled it off rather well.
Yeah, that kind of.
I mean,
I wasn't expecting I wasn't expecting Scarecrow to break free.
It was Batman shortly after Robin died.
Yeah.
He was in a rough patch.
It was
Didn't shave.
It was Bruce Wayne in a world without Gillette is kind of what it was. Pete, what is your best Halloween costume?
I skipped it because I've never taken it serious as an adult. So the only things that I had were kid, elementary school.
As a kid, what was your best outfit then?
Yeah.
I was like an army guy once, and it was just
you had like a little
some camo, a helmet,
that little orange dart that sticks to the wall.
I don't know what I did for a weapon, but I remember having being camoed out.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You're like, yeah, I'm here in the field. My best kid Halloween costume is no longer politically correct. Like, it didn't age well. I was a hobo, and I was a great hobo. I was a great hobo.
Worse.
I did
But it
that
didn't-
like as a teenager. That was like my go-to for like 3 years.
But I had one of those, like, as a kid. One year, my parents bought me one of those, like, full head masks that, like, looked like a human with, like, 5 o'clock. I was in, like, grade 6, and I had, like, a 5 o'clock shadow kind of thing happening and the long hair, and I wore one of my grandpa's old hats and, like, a red and black, like, plaid, and I just looked...
yeah, you went overboard.
I looked
Me,
like...
me and my friends were like, let's just get ripped up shirts and jeans and put our pillowcases on sticks.
So can I interject a real quick question? This will take no time at all. When's the last time you went trick-or-treating? What's the last age you went trick-or-treating at?
Last year.
15.
No. I mean, like, you were dressed up going to the door looking for candy for yourself.
4 years ago.
Actually?
With Ada, yeah.
No. But, like, no.
I was with her,
I
but
mean,
I was going for me.
You were going door to door as like you're in costume looking for candy, going to the door saying trick or treat.
I don't know. I was probably 13 or 14.
Okay.
Probably
And Pete,
14.
you said 15?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool.
How about
What's
you?
next?
I was 30. It was last year.
Dang.
Did you really?
No, hands down. I'm short enough.
Yeah.
I'm short enough
Even
that
when
I'm
I was
like, I'm going to go
15,
out and get
put
some
on-
candy.
Even when I was 15,
Put on a
people would
scary movie
Here's the
mask.
thing-
and-
people would call me out. They'd be like, "Oh, you're a grown man." I'm like, "I'm in grade 7."
Yeah, but and here's the thing,
well,
right?
I mean, you were 6 feet
Here's the
tall
thing.
when you were
Here's
10.
the thing. My if a grown ass adult came to my door trick or treating, not where I live now, but like in general,
That would
Came-
be alarming.
that'd be impressive.
weird.
That'd be impressive. If I live way back in the woods,
Like
If
way
someone-
way back.
if someone came to my door and they were clearly 50, but had put the effort in and wanted a coffee
to
crisp.
walk down your lane.
No, and wanted
Like,
a coffee
bravo,
crisp.
sir.
Yeah,
Here's a
then-
candy
then
bar.
you put
Here's a
effort-
bottle of beer.
I am all for keeping the spirit of Halloween alive and well
sandwich.
and trick or treating and whatever, right? And so yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not like
Best friend.
it's not like I was going door to door with a hockey mask on. We put effort into our costumes. You guys are dicks. You guys are dicks. Pete forgot his mic. We went, but yeah, Brianne and I went door to door. But we put
man.
effort. What's the next question?
That's all I got. It's your saying.
Okay. We went door to door and we were like, dressed to the nines. Like we put effort into the costumes.
So much that you can't hear.
I'm not even 100% sure what we're laughing about right now, folks.
I keep laughing because he keeps laughing.
They're just laughing at each other laughing right now.
Okay, sorry. We're ready.
But no, we put actual effort into our costumes and I would go to the door and yeah, perhaps I would be like,
Oh man.
trick or treat.
You wore
But-
like big masks, cover your faces.
Right.
Oh, I had like a, what did I have on? A plague doctor mask or something? Or something. No, I had like a demonic bunny mask that was here in the studio for a while. I don't know where it is now. But,
alarming.
okay. So I have a segment and a half
Disappeared.
to wrap this thing up with.
It's going trick or treating.
And I want to breeze through this segment because I think this is really interesting. One of the things that I think about, or Pete and I have talked about often, Carl and I have maybe talked about, but it's a little bit more applicable to Pete and I in terms of the longevity or the lifespan of the podcast, is that A, we can't believe that it's been 400 episodes.
And B, that Lost in Translation sucks.
We can't believe that it's already 400
You heard it from
episodes.
Pete first, people.
But in some ways, it's also the flip side of that is we can't believe it's only been 400 episodes, right? Like we've been doing it for 5 years, and we can't believe it's been 5 years. But in some ways, you're like, I can't believe it's only been 5 years. Like we've been doing this forever. It feels like, right? And so I wanted to, there's been a whole pandemic. There was a global pandemic since we've started podcasting. So I wanted to first run through these things real quick. These are just things I found online. I love these things. Facts that mess with your perception of time and history and how much time has passed. So I'm going to run through these really quick. Okay, you ready?
And you haven't seen these either.
No. These ones I have not seen.
For the audience.
The first pyramids were built when the majestic woolly mammoth was still alive. Woolly mammoths and pyramids coexisted.
That's nuts.
Isn't that weird?
This is interesting. I really misunderstood where this segment was going. I thought this was going to be like, and when the podcast started was the first time an iPad had been released or something. And then when you started going woolly mammoths and pyramids, I'm like, where are you going with this?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Number 2, Marilyn Monroe and Queen Elizabeth II were born in the same year.
That's cool.
Like there's a picture of them together when they're 30 years old.
Interesting.
No, you just don't think of that as the same.
Yeah.
Cleopatra actually lived closer to the era of Pizza Hut than the era of the pyramids.
Damn.
I was without the Pizza Hut reference. But in reference to something else, I was familiar with. Maybe like current day, I guess, was what I had heard. But yeah, I'd heard that before. Don't break my glass, dude. They were expensive.
Oxford University is older than the Aztec civilization.
What?
That's
Like Oxford in...
Teaching had already started in Oxford
England.
around the year 1096 when the first university was opened in 1249. The Aztecs, as we all know, called it became a thing in the year 1325. Yeah, Oxford University is older than the Aztecs.
That's kind of wild.
Harvard University was founded way before calculus was invented. The fax machine was invented while people were still traveling on the Oregon Trail.
What?
And dying of syphilis.
A Scottish mechanic named Alexander Bain invented the first fax machine in 1843. The Great Migration of the Oregon Trail across America began the same year. This was basically from the 1840s through the 1880s when thousands of migrants trekked westward on the trail and settled on the western frontier, thereby forever changing the history of the western United States.
Wait, hang on.
And you have to ask yourself, why would a man make a fax machine?
Why would you shoot a man before tossing him out of a plane
And sending him a fax.
and sending him a fax?
Hang on.
I was born in the dark.
Or
I was born doing this
did
podcast.
the Oregon Trail predates the railroad?
Yeah. And the fax machine
So-
predates the railroad.
By fax machine,
I don't know, dude.
they must be talking about that.
It might be Morse code, like
the
telegram.
Telegram.
Or, not telegram.
What do they call it? Send a beepy thing via
There was one on the
tapping the
Titanic.
thing. What's
Yeah,
the
whatever it
tapping
is.
thing called?
Okay, moving on. We went to the moon before we thought to put wheels on a suitcase.
I mean, that one, that's less mind-blowing. That's interesting, but...
Staying on the moon thing, in the span of just 63 years, we went from flying the first flight to landing on the moon.
Yeah, that's pretty nuts.
The iconic jewelry company Tiffany & Co. Everyone knows Tiffany. Tiffany & Co. has been around longer than Italy. The co-founders of Tiffany and Young, Charles Louis Tiffany and John B. Young, established the company in 1837, while Italy became a country in 1861. If you're over 45, the world population has actually doubled in your lifetime.
Jeez. That's nuts.
If
Not my lifetime.
if you're to scale the history of
5 years out.
so this one requires a little bit of thinking. So hang on. If you were to scale the history of the Earth,
Like climate? What does that even mean?
based on like a Darwinian billions of years, whatever it is, right?
But like, you're scaling an abstract concept.
What do you mean?
Like it's not a physical thing.
The age of the Earth is a physical thing.
No, read it again.
If you were to scale the history of the
The
Earth,
history of the Earth.
okay,
Like how
the age of the Earth.
how do you scale a year?
What?
How do you climb a year? How many feet is a year?
Pete, are you following?
Let Brady finish the question, and I think you might.
If you were to
Okay.
scale
All right.
the history of the Earth into a single year, right? So if you were to take all of the history of the Earth and condense it down into a
scale
year,
it down. Okay, all right. I was thinking you said like scale. I was thinking about climbing.
humans, and again, this is like a Darwinian evolutionary, whatever. If you were to scale the history of the Earth into a single year, humans wouldn't appear until December 31st at 11:58 p.m. on New Year's Eve.
Dang.
Okay.
And that's it. Okay, so now, finally, to end out this episode, I feel like I've had one job on this podcast. Well, most of the jobs on this podcast are my job. But my primary
I put in the thingies in our thing for the thing.
but my primary job, the one that I take the most pride in, is stirring the pot, is upsetting the order, is making people feel uncomfortable. I've done it a couple of times this episode with Pete, asking him if he shits naked or not. Something that he may ask me tonight via Facebook message to edit out, and I will not. It's 400, baby. 401, I'll edit whatever you want. 400, this is sky's the limit. I haven't dropped an F-bomb. I've wanted to. I wanted to quote Sean Connery. I've wanted to say, personally, I think you're an effing idiot. But I haven't. Right? I have 17 would you rather questions.
17?
17, but we'll move through them pretty
Okay.
quick, I think,
All right.
some of these. Now, I have not read any of them, but my understanding, based on the title of the article and based on what I've searched, is these are going to not be easy would you rathers. So, here we go. And we'll go in order. We'll go Pete, Carl, and then me. Pete, would you rather receive an alert every time your parents hook up, or B, have your parents receive an alert every time you hook up?
B, because if it's out of sight, out of mind, I don't have to think about it.
Right, then it's not
hopefully.
your,
not my
it's
problem.
their problem.
Not my problem.
yeah,
Okay.
I'd definitely go B too. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm
don't know.
amazed. Can I say I'm amazed Pete answered that? I'm amazed Pete didn't go,
I don't know.
oh, hang on, I'm not doing this. I'm happy.
Would a father
you.
be proud to receive an update that his
That's
son
my
is hooking up? Yeah, get it, son.
Didn't race, no duds.
I'm actually going to
Give me
answer.
some grandboys.
I'm actually going to answer
Grandgirls.
I'm actually going to answer the opposite. I'd rather know when my parents are hooking up, only because then I could be like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. My parents have an active, healthy sex life. Versus, I don't want my parents at any point sending me a message or giving me a call going, everything okay? Right? Like, I've got no...
Your dad
Or-
texting you in the middle of the act. Don't forget to do the thing
Yeah.
I told you.
So I don't need that, and I don't ever need a text message going, attaboy. Like, I don't need that. So I'm going
That's
with...
a strong
I'm going with it.
counterpoint.
So, question number 2. Would you rather... This is
I
things...
feel like we should rotate who starts.
Okay, Carl, you're starting.
Okay.
Carl, would you rather pry off your thumbnail with a fork?
Or,
Or put a toothpick under your big toe and kick a wall?
I've actually like stuck a needle under my thumbnail to relieve pressure from after hitting it with a hammer. And that was not fun.
No, but like kick a wall.
I would not want to kick a wall. But prying up the thumbnail, like all the way off?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
With a fork.
I think
no
I think
pain
I'd kick
medicine.
the wall. I think it would hurt a lot, but the toothpick would break before it would get too deep.
But then you'd have to have it probably surgically removed.
I could probably pull it out myself.
And like it's definitely getting infected.
Nah, it's be fine.
Okay. So you're going with the toothpick in the wall?
I'd kick the wall.
For me, I think I agree. They're both horrible options.
Like, are we talking like one of those old flimsy toothpicks?
No, like a round, the round ones. The round
bamboo ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still kick the wall.
I think I'd kick the wall too. I have had my toenail removed, I was going to say surgically. They numb your toe and then they take pliers and it's two movements.
You seen that done, Pete?
It's an up and then so they numb your toe because I had chronic ingrown toenails on one toe and I haven't had it for years now. But also if you look at that big toe, it's like there's a large section of it that's no longer attached to the toe because there's just so much. Well, yeah, there's just so much scarred tissue there, right? So the nail kind of does its own thing.
You cut it like back into the, I don't
No,
know.
yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's literally they like freeze your toe, which that's the most painful part. Is because they have to stick a needle into the nerve in your toe, and that's awful. And so they freeze your toe, and then the doctor comes back in. He says, "Can you feel this?" And you go, "No." And then he takes literally a pair of like, I guess, medical pliers, but they're still pliers. And it's two movements. It's one jerk up to remove, like to rip the nail up, and then a second pull to pull the nail away from like the base.
Is this accurate, Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's awful. And then they wrap it. They wrap it in what they tell you is nonstick gauze. But as someone who has had their toenail removed, like I think three
Freezing
times,
would not be enough for me. I'd have to go under.
As someone who's had their toenail removed, I think 3 times, I'm here to tell you there is no such thing as nonstick gauze. When you go to change that bandage, it sticks and it's awful. But I think I would go with the toenail thing because although having your toenail removed does not hurt, I will tell you 5 hours later and for the next couple of weeks, oh my God. Yeah. It is awful.
Yeah, having stuck a needle under my fingernail to relieve pressure from it.
That sucks.
It hurts a lot, but
it helps.
The pain.
I had to do that once with a fingernail.
The pain goes away by the end of the day.
I had an infected finger or thumbnail once, and I stuck a pin in and squirted all the pus out, and it was amazing. Yeah. Like it was just like, oh. Yeah. Pete, pry your thumbnail off with a fork or put a toothpick under your big toe and kick a wall.
Toothpick, toe, but man, that's not an easy choice.
It's not an easy choice.
Both of them suck.
Both suck.
Okay. Question number 3. I guess I'm going first for this one.
Yeah.
Would you rather pee your pants in public once a week or shit your pants in public shit your pants in private every other day? So pee your pants in public once a week or shit your pants in public every other day. I'm totally going with shitting my pants in public every other day because you would get, I feel like I would, as awful as it is.
Both are public or both are private?
No.
Private?
Peeing is public once a week. Shitting is private every other day.
Okay, you said public, so okay.
I think I would shit my pants in private every other day because as awful as that is, I feel like I would get into a routine and you deal with it by yourself and it is what it is and it sucks, but it's not, I don't know. It's just easier to deal with it at home alone. You could kind of, I don't know if this is a scheduled thing. Like, I don't know if this is every other day at 4 p.m. or what it is.
Are you allowed to wear diapers?
That's not a part of the question. So I guess. But I think I would shit my pants in private every other day rather than pee my pants in public every other day. Pete.
I'm peeing myself in public every day. I can come up with a bit of a system. Maybe I wear an apron when it happens.
Yeah.
Bring a change of clothes. You work it out.
Carry a glass of water constantly. I did it again. Such a klutz.
You would just come to be known as that guy.
Yeah.
Right? And be like, poor Pete. Pisses his pants a lot.
Once
a week. That's Friday. It's Pete pissing his pants Friday.
I'd say if I could wear a diaper, I'd pee. If I can't wear a diaper, I poo. Although pooping, I think, is a dangerous option as well because Sometimes not everything's all solid and copacetic, and that would be worse.
Okay, question number 4. Pete, you're first. Would you rather always have to use sandpaper as toilet paper,
Ooch.
or always have to use hot sauce as eye and eardrops?
Oh,
Sandpaper, but neither are fun.
I think you're under. Yes, I agree. Well, no, I can't say that yet. But just don't underestimate, like day after day after day after day.
Yeah.
Depending on how often you poop. Not everyone poops every day. And apparently,
a bidet might be on the horizon.
so we have alluded to, and this is just, I feel like this is important for the parameters of this question.
Yeah.
We haven't gone into the details of what Pete does, but we have disclosed that it's within the medical field. Not everyone poops every day, and that's okay. Okay, all right. But with the frequency with whichever you poop, and let's assume this is like 50 grit sandpaper. This is not like fine sandpaper. This is like rough. This is like your first pass sandpaper.
well, I would go with the sandpaper because one, I don't have to wipe it clean. I could just get the big stuff and not press in there real hard, and two, if I'm doing it pretty regular, you probably end up working up a callus.
Okay, you want a calloused anus?
I mean, if you're using toilet paper, I think that would be ideal.
I am going with the hot sauce as the ear and eye drops.
Oh, that's rough.
Because I can't tell you the last time I've had to use. I use sandpaper. I use toilet paper
Yeah.
all the time.
Right.
I can't tell you. Maybe
Did it say regularly?
no. It says always have to use hot
Always have
sauces.
to use, yeah.
Oh,
I have maybe
okay. I
twice in my
misinterpreted
life.
that, I guess,
maybe
but-
twice in my life I've used eye drops. I've used ear drops maybe 3 or 4 times in my life. Always as a kid. Probably never for either in the last 15 years.
I feel like hot sauce in the ears would not just feel like water.
But-
I
I
don't
don't think
know.
it's-
No,
Brandy's
I don't
going with
know.
I don't think it
numbers
would be.
game
I don't
here,
think it
yeah.
would be healthy for your ears.
Yeah,
to put hot sauce in.
I don't know.
But I don't
I
think
bet
it
you
would be
would
like.
hurt.
I don't think it would be like putting hot sauce in your eye.
I bet you it would irritate it. But
Not like your eyes.
I'm guessing it. But like every 20 years, whatever, I'll roll the dice on that versus
Yeah.
sandpaper
Yeah.
in the bathroom.
I would change mine because I assumed from the question, I guess, that the eye drops was a
Okay,
regular
Carl, you're up.
occurrence.
Would you rather get violent diarrhea and throw up on your boss while giving a giant presentation in front of the entire company, or trip while walking down the aisle at your own wedding, causing you to break an arm?
Oof.
I'd throw up on my boss.
Yeah.
Why?
I think he'd take that pretty well.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the full answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm agreeing with you only because people get sick. Stuff happens. It's awful. It's embarrassing. I can't imagine you getting fired over it, right? Like it's awful and it's embarrassing. You apologize, sorry. I don't know what was wrong with me. You take a week off sick, whatever. Tripping and breaking your arm down the
Yeah.
aisle. You've ruined
At
your
your
wedding.
wedding.
Your
Yeah.
wedding's done.
Got to go to the hospital now.
Yeah, your wedding's done. Pete,
I'm in the same boat. You're wearing a cast for 6 weeks. You've ruined your wedding. I'll just take the
There's
one off.
no chance of a reception.
Yeah, like your party.
Put all that money into it.
okay, my turn.
Yeah.
Would you rather have hair for teeth or teeth for hair? I'm going to go teeth for hair.
Yeah, I think so too.
Now, this is difficult for me because I'm not vain about very many things, but I like my hair. Mm-hmm. I'm particular about my hair. I use product. I pay top dollar to have it cut. I'm particular about my hair. So having teeth for hair is difficult for me. Mm-hmm. However, how the hell do you get by with hair for teeth?
Yeah.
Like you're on a
liquid diet.
You're on a
Yeah.
smoothie. Well,
Everything's chopped up. to like minced level.
Yeah, it's tough though. Like, I'm like,
have you seen a liquid diet? Like, my one grandma was in the nursing home, and she had the same thing. Not Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Oliver,
The Back to the Future.
Michael J.
Michael
Fox.
J. Fox. Thank you.
Yeah, not even close.
What is it? The cerebral
Not
palsy?
different skin
Something
color.
else.
Parkinson's.
That's it. Yeah, but she had it like severe, so she was essentially just like a stiff as a board, couldn't move. So she was on the last several years of her life.
You heard it here,
liquid
folks.
I don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
Jamie Foxx with cerebral palsy versus Michael J. Fox with Parkinson's.
I'm great with names.
Apples to apples, right?
It's the same thing. They're both actors. They're both sicknesses. Anyway, she was on a liquid diet, and I've seen her in the the folks' home a few times, at lunch, and like you can like order lunch for yourself.
It's Pete's supposed to go.
What?
I did. I said me too, but I prefer teeth for hair
Okay.
than hair for teeth.
Okay. I might change mine.
Anyway,
How many more do we
liquid
have?
diet-
Just for context.
liquid diet is
11.
not like the chicken burger on a liquid diet is like 4 pools of different colored liquids.
Sure.
It's not.
Okay.
I would definitely go with the
Moving
teeth for
on,
hair.
and Pete is first. Are you ready, Pete?
Yes, sir.
Would you rather
Yep.
walk in on your grandma while she's hooking up with someone,
So that's going to be a no.
or
What's option two?
have your grandma walk in on you while you're hooking up with someone? Let's assume it's your wife.
Again, it's the same answers before. Not my problem, so they can walk in on me.
Okay.
Well, both my grandmas are dead, so that's really awkward.
It's the paranormal aspect.
No matter
here.
which way I look at it. It's like, do I want to see my dead grandma ghost or skeleton or zombie hooking up with somebody, or do I want my zombie ghost grandma walking in on me while I'm looking?
It just cuts differently.
Let's assume they're alive
Yeah.
for the sake of the question.
Oh, sure. Just bring them back to dead like they're nothing.
Yeah. Just
The Lazarus effect.
and clear.
Man.
This may be the best episode of the podcast we've ever done. I'm just saying.
I'm going to go with walking in on them. 'Cause
Okay.
I figured they'll be under the covers.
Yeah. What if
'cause-
they're not? What? No covers. 69.
Lights on. Just
Lights on. Yeah. Lights
It
on.
doesn't say any of that. That's not how I'm taking the question.
Whips and chains, butt plugs, the full.
Oh,
Going in, running in, batting
DJ,
my
yeah.
grandpa.
I'm going to cut off all your heads because you are having an orgy, except for the ladies.
Except for the
I'm just going to cut off the head of the men so that all of the ladies will be for me. Ladies, I'm going to go kill these men, but don't worry because I'll be back. But you'd rather walk in on your grandmother?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess.
Okay, so
Sure.
Pete
I
said
don't know.
walk in on you. Carl said walk in on them. I think I'm walk in on them only because I worry so much. Regular anxiety for me. Every year. Annual anxiety for me, even though it's unfounded and unrational. It's never happened. But I have active anxiety over the idea that at Christmas, 2 people will get me the same gift. Because I will feel horrible for whoever gives it to me second. Right? And so I am a very worry about how other people are feeling. I'm a people pleaser. I want everyone else to be happy, except for when it comes to Carl and horror films. And so I would rather bear the emotional and visual scarring of grandma getting dirty than worrying and fearing and mulling over what's going through my grandmother's head after she's seen me doing the deed. So that's where
Okay.
yeah.
Carl, would you rather have to sleep in a coffin full of snakes every night for an entire year, or have to cut off your own pinky toe?
Well, no. What if they're gardener snakes? That'd be great. Sure, why not?
Really?
I mean, if they're not venomous, yeah, sure.
But they may still bite you. And they're going to slither around, and you're not going to get a good night's sleep for a year.
Yeah. I'll still have my pinky toe.
Okay. That's what you're going with? The snakes?
As long as the snake doesn't bite it off, because then it would be a lose-lose.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I could be fully dressed.
But you're going with the snakes?
Wear a jean shirt.
Do you sleep
and
naked?
Jean pants.
Do you typically
I sleep in
naked?
my underwear. I sleep in the
Okay.
buff if I've showered.
Right. Or if you've just,
No, I usually put underwear on after that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that not insulting? Is it not like, okay, we're done. Here we go.
Well, I mean,
Underwear.
not right away.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
a monster.
You snuggle.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a time frame. in
I'm
between there.
going with the baby toe. I'm cutting off the pinky toe because you know what? It's awful and it's one and done, but then we're off to the hospital. They're going to stitch it up. Maybe if I've still got pickle juice in the jar, they're putting it back on, right? And so there's options there, and it's a horrible day and a bit of a recovery, but it's not a year in a coffin. Low oxygen.
Hey, man.
With snakes.
Have you seen some of the coffins that Dracula sleeps in? Those are pretty swanky.
Okay, Pete.
Probably with Carl. I'd probably to go in the snake pit.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that attached
I'm
to your
hoping for
baby
the
toe?
I am. I mean, you only have 2 of them.
Is it your big toe or your baby toe that's all balance? It's your big toe, right?
I feel like probably the big toe.
The big toe you need for balance. The rest of the toes are just kind of like, hey, look at me, paint me.
But yeah, I'm probably going the snake pit.
Okay.
Tough choice.
Whose turn is it? Me?
Yeah.
Would you rather get all of your teeth pulled out with pliers one by one, or have someone pull out each individual hair follicle from your body with tweezers until there's nothing left month after month?
Month after month?
I'm going with the hair.
I guess. So.
Again, you need your teeth, right? Your teeth.
Dentures, man.
Yeah, but have you ever had a dream where your teeth are falling out?
No.
Really? Apparently, that's one of the most common dreams I've had.
I've had a dream where you blew up a dam and you and I ended up on the lamb. It was really fucking weird.
Oh, great. Now, hang on. Let me pay attention because Pete's going to make me.
You're not going to bleep that out, are you?
Yeah, he totally is.
It's 400.
You're not going to make me edit that out?
I momentarily missed what Carl said, so.
We get to keep it.
Yeah, it's c'est la vie.
Did you actually not hear what he said, or are you just screwing with me?
No.
He's been looking at his phone.
Okay.
He's half in the conversation.
No. I'm
going to
be honest.
He's ready to go
No.
home.
400 episodes of partnership. Carl dropped an F-bomb.
Okay.
Would you like it edited out?
He's ready.
I will.
He's
No,
ready to
I'll
go
do it.
home.
I'll put the work in.
It's all right.
We'll put in your groaning noises.
I feel like
By
you're.
we, I mean Brady.
I feel like I like what's going on. I feel like I'm gonna get a text from you tomorrow that's like, I'm done with the podcast.
No.
You're good.
I'm good.
Okay.
He's just tired.
Yeah.
He's a tired boy.
I would rather have
He's half asleep.
I would rather have all my hair pulled out because I feel like you need your teeth. Pete?
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. You need your teeth. That's not pleasant.
Yeah. I could be
Pulling
bald.
your hair sucks, but
Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? It's all gonna grow back.
On a
If it's just-
and then
if
you're
it's
going to
just
get it pulled
plucked.
out again.
But it's just one a day.
On a regular basis. Not one hair a day. It all
Have someone pull out all your hair individually,
all
individual
of
hair follicle from your body with tweezers until there's nothing left month after month.
it. Month
Yeah,
after
maybe
month.
it's the whole thing.
Like, get my teeth
I'd
out.
still
I'll wear
rather have my
dentures.
teeth.
I can still enjoy my crunchy food and my chewy food. And
Yeah.
Nah.
I get my teeth out.
Dentures are
I had-
expensive though, and dentures don't
Like,
last. Like you
Getting
have to
your
get
top teeth
dentures
pulled out,
over and
even
over.
with Laffy gas is not that bad. Like, I had my top wisdom teeth pulled out.
I'm a
and
bleeder,
it was
though.
comfortable. I thought it was great.
Like when it comes
was a
to
great
when it
experience.
comes to teeth being pulled or piercings or whatever, I'm a bleeder. Like I don't heal well. Oh God, I don't know.
You'd heal eventually.
Eventually, and then you'd be
And then
done
you
with
get
it.
dentures, and you're done with it, and you can.
Well, but you're not
go about
done
your
with it
daily
because-
life, except brush your teeth. You get to take them out.
Pete, do you have any reference for? I know a denturist. but I don't know. Like, I think it's like every 5 or 10 years, you need new dentures. Like, your dentures don't last.
That makes sense.
If you get dentures at 20, you don't have dentures for life.
Right.
You're getting new ones each time. Look at
But
Steve.
it's less traumatic, I guess. You're not getting your teeth pulled.
I don't know. Okay.
Either way, neither
Moving
of these
on.
are fun. Like,
Pete. Is this Pete's turn?
Yes.
yeah.
Would you rather have to clean an entire 18-wheeler with your tongue? For the record,
Inside or outside?
I have not read these. Let's say inside and out, right? An entire.
Put in the whole thing. Lick it up.
Or,
That dirt and mud.
or,
With Carl's cowboy hat.
or not be able to shower or bathe for an entire year.
What's the name of the Peanuts character that doesn't bathe?
Linus.
Is it Linus? You be Linus, or you be a licky
tough.
boy?
And like, neither of these are fun. Like, I don't know. I guess I'd do the bathe and just live with
No, Pigpen.
dipping in the lakes.
Pigpen.
Is it Pig Ben?
Pigpen's the dirty.
Oh,
Yeah.
is,
that
who's
that
Linus?
makes
Is
more
he the
sense.
piano player, maybe?
I
Yeah.
think so. Yeah.
I guess the
I don't
bathing
know.
one.
Charlie
I'd-
Brown's overrated.
Yeah, I'd take a dip in the lake or something. I don't know.
That's bathing.
Yeah, I would
Wait.
take it's someone else's problem.
So that by like bathtub is bathing. Like I'd take the not showering, because even if it's like bathing, you can't go into water. There are other hygienic ways to kind of cleanse your body, like
Axe.
smoke.
Body spray.
We discovered.
Standing over
Did you
smoke.
hear the episode of the podcast
Smoke
where
is-
Pete, where Carl
kills a lot
said
of-
that he doesn't wear deodorant and hasn't since he was like 15,
No, I'm early 20s.
20?
No,
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Want to smell? I'm really sweaty.
I'd rather not.
but I don't
doesn't
smell
smell.
him. It's not. No, he's
I'm
like
sweating up a storm over here. And
his body's
I don't smell it.
adapted to. It's one of those things, right? Like our bodies are so used to
Smell it?
Axe or Old Spice or whatever
What
it
does that
is.
smell?
Okay, has everyone answered?
Yes.
No, Carl didn't answer. Shower.
I did.
You
I said I wouldn't shower.
Okay, Carl, would you rather have your taste buds? This is an important one. Are you ready? Carl, would you rather have your taste buds on your butthole
Okay.
or have to poop through your mouth? And
It's like the same thing, just different.
no,
direction.
because presumably in the second option, your taste buds are still in your mouth. So you're tasting the poop.
Yeah, you're tasting the poop no matter what.
Right. Okay. Fair.
So
100%. No,
So-
you're right.
whether you're all things being equal, except for the direction it comes out,
I'd
I'm going with
yeah.
option one.
Have your taste buds on your butthole? You'd rather rub the chicken wings on your anus and then eat them?
Sure.
Okay, well,
I'm tasting poop all the time anyway.
I'm going with option 2 because then my butthole is just removed from the right?
But why do I can eat my food without having
No,
to
because
taste it?
then my butthole is just a place for bidet pleasure, whereas my mouth, although I have to poop through it, then immediately mouthwash and then chicken wings. Right, Pete?
There's no winning
like-
with this one.
There's
like-
no winning.
Throwing up all the time, though. Throwing up
What
is
do you mean
not-
throwing up?
It's. I said like.
No,
throwing up.
yeah,
It
but
would
you
be
don't know that it would be
It
like
would be
that.
worse than throwing up.
But you don't know that. You have no frame of
would-
reference for defecating through
Okay,
your mouth.
I have thrown up before. I have puked many a times.
Right.
It is never pleasant. It never tastes good.
But pooping is pleasant.
Through your butthole without taste buds, yes. Through your mouth with taste buds,
I'll
Pete?
flip a coin.
No. You got to pick one.
Option 1. I guess maybe there's a chance that because your nose isn't there, maybe you're not tasting it.
You're not getting as much because 90% of taste is ooh. That's a
my
good.
your butthole is further
That's
away
good.
from your nose.
That's good. Okay.
Yeah.
I guess this is me. Would you rather be forced to
How many
wear
more questions are there?
5?
Oh,
I think we're wearing on Pete here.
Would you rather be forced to
Seeing
wear
signs
wet
of
socks?
doneness.
We're almost done.
Stick
man.
a fork in him.
400 episodes. Got to give the people their money's worth. Would you rather be forced to wear wet socks every day
Rally.
for the rest of your life?
What?
Wet socks every day for the
Wet
rest of your
socks.
life,
Okay.
or be forced to wear winter gloves over your hands for the rest of your life?
wet socks. Twice.
It's not your
twice on
turn. It's
Sundays.
not your turn.
Wet socks or winter gloves?
It's my turn.
Okay, well then go.
Winter gloves. Because winter gloves are irritating, but wet socks lead to like gangrene. And like wet socks,
Trench
eventually
foot.
you lose your feet. Right? Winter gloves, irritating. Wet socks,
Does it say you have to wear wet socks?
yeah.
Like what if it's
Be
like I never
forced
wear
to
socks
wear-
in the summer. I
be
always
f-
wear sandals.
No, be forced to wear wet socks for the rest of your
Okay.
life. I'm going with the gloves. It's irritating, but I'm keeping all of my appendages. Pete,
But maybe with the sweat and the gloves, like maybe you're gonna get trench foot.
you could run
hand
into
anyway.
issues for sure.
I'm gonna go wet socks because there's no parameters. Like maybe when I'm not wearing socks, I can just go barefoot in my house.
Maybe. I would just go barefoot forever.
Yeah.
The
You gotta
winter,
think about it.
whatever, you deal with it.
Yeah.
I think I'd go gloves because you can get some pretty thin, water wicking, comfortable gloves.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got a few pairs.
Okay. Pete, are you ready? Would you rather get a paper cut every time someone says your name?
Okay.
Say your name all the time.
Beep, 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 beep,
Beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep, beep. Or
Death by 1,000 cuts.
do you think it'd be a deeper cut if I said Peter? Like if you say the full name, is it like,
Peter.
well, no, now I got to edit that out. He doesn't want his last name on the podcast.
Really? Put the little groany thing in there. Peter. Such a stickler.
Well, he thinks that the government or something, I don't know. But he also likes.
It's the UAP.
Here's the thing. You like comments
Anonymity.
on the podcast using your own profile.
Your Facebook profile?
What?
Sometimes you like comments on Facebook on the podcast page using your own profile. Do you not? Never.
Not since like the early days.
You know, people could figure it out, right? Like it's not okay, but you want me to edit that out. You don't care about the F-bomb,
He likes the anonymity.
but your last name.
His name's not even Peter or Pete.
Okay,
What's the question? again?
Pete.
Steven.
Would you rather get a paper cut every time someone says your name? Hang on. I got to get a pen and paper because I got to write down what time code this is.
Just punch it in your laptop somewhere.
Okay, hang on.
I can message you.
Yeah, message me that. Well, I don't want to tell you how long we've been podcasting. Otherwise, you're going to roll your eyes. Message me that at 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Don't look at the clock.
2 hours and 35 minutes, Carl says your last name. We have to remove that. Carl's last name is Eastman.
I don't want you to use my first name anymore. Can you edit my first name out of? Go back to all the other podcasts I was on.
bleeps.
Beep out my first name.
All right,
Bleeps.
so for the what was it's
Wait, hang on.
either
Bleeps-
paper cuts
Bleeps-
or what?
Bleep's last name is Eastman, and my last name is Alashevskas. Go for it.
Do your worst.
Hack away. Would you rather get a paper cut every time someone says your name or poop your pants every time you have sex?
Paper
Number
cuts.
2.
Paper cuts are poop.
Yeah.
Number 2.
I
Okay,
mean,
Carl?
I feel like, yeah, number 2's probably the way to go. Because there's like, isn't there like, correct me if I'm wrong. I am very unfamiliar. Isn't there like a whole fetish thing about that?
Scat play?
Is that what it's called?
That's what it's called.
You're from the expert. So
No,
like,
I'm certainly not an expert in scat play.
so I feel like
I just
it
know
just become a thing
hey,
and a
hey,
playful part
hey,
of sex.
listen. I just have a Reddit profile.
Yeah. That's
Become a playful part of sex.
I'm going to go with poop your pants every time you have sex simply because I'm very rarely wearing pants when I have sex. And so I don't see this being like, I don't see how that happens. It's not a thing.
yeah.
Carl, would you rather have a spider lay 100 eggs inside your body
Well, F that.
or get bitten by a venomous snake and have to suck the poison out yourself?
That doesn't work. That's not a thing.
Does
It
not
is
work?
it is a thing.
You can't suck the venom out of your...
If
a
you do
snake
it
bites you.
immediately.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Has that ever been like myth busted?
Oh, no. Medical science shows... They don't teach that in first aid anymore. It's not a thing. It doesn't work.
To be clear, was that ever taught in first aid?
Probably back in 1800s. Pee on it and suck it out.
Rub some dirt on it.
It says, don't try to suck the venom out. Doing this will only introduce infection and cause more damage. And don't apply ice.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're going with 100 spider eggs?
Well, no. I will risk the venom bite.
Sam, venom every day.
Like,
Venom.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Twice on Sundays.
Okay, me. Would you rather... We have 3 left.
I feel like that number. Yeah.
Talking to the microphone, son. More people will hear you.
he's getting done.
Would you rather
don't blame you. It's
smell
been a
like
long ride.
poop? Would you rather smell like poop and not know it? Or
Oblivious.
constantly smell poop that no one else can smell? I'd rather smell like poop and not know it.
Me too. Live in
Yeah.
ignorance.
I would just live
What was
in
the second option?
constantly smell like poop that no one else can smell. No. Smell like poop and no one knows it. No. Start over. Would you rather smell like poop and not know it, or constantly smell poop that no one else can smell? So either you're offensive to everyone else, or you constantly have the shit smell in your nose.
Oh, man. I go with option 2.
Really?
You think you'd
You
acclimate?
guys have never worked on a farm, have you?
I lived on a farm.
Oh, dude. Number 2. How can you not go with number 2?
He has children. He still lives on a farm.
Like,
Yeah, that's right.
I have children. Like, yeah,
I'd rather be oblivious.
You get used to that smell and it becomes oblivious.
Actually, I agree. I'm changing my answer. I'd rather smell shit.
you
'cause
totally get used to that smell.
It would just break your smell buds, and that would be who you were, but people would still like you.
Right.
Yeah, I'm going with option 2.
I guess.
Smell. I would just rather smell shit all
You
the
become
time.
accustomed to it.
Okay, Pete, second last question. Would you rather have your best friend... Oh, gosh.
Oh, though.
It's
I
not
feel
you.
like these started off like somewhat more pleasant, and then they've just gone so depressing.
Would you rather have your best friend, which I'm assuming is me, we could get into a whole...
It's
we could,
neither of us.
We could do a whole episode on like who is everyone's best friend,
That's true.
and then we would just all like hurt each other's feelings.
Yeah.
Do you know I was in Carl's wedding, but I only just barely made the cut?
It's true.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what's interesting though? Like I often wonder.
He almost thought he wasn't in the wedding at all. He almost thought he had nothing to do with
Yeah.
it. Because I waited so long to ask.
Like when he asked me, I was shell shocked. I was like, "Oh, yeah, of course." But do you know what's funny? Like you go back. This is a small, very small tangent. You often go back and like the people who were in your wedding.
Yep.
How long have you been married, Pete?
10 years.
10 years. How long have you been married, Carl?
5.
5? I got married in 2016.
16.
Was it? Thanks for telling me. And then got separated in 2018. And I find often, like Pete, if you were to go back, if you were to get married today, would your wedding party be the same group of guys that it was 10 years ago? No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, Carl, would it be the same group of guys now, 5 years later?
I don't know if you'd make the cut, but yeah.
Screw you. No, be honest. Are you screwing with me?
At this point in time, yes.
At this point in time, you don't know if I'd make the cut?
No, it would be the same.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa.
Cold-blooded.
Woo. Mine would change, right? And this is interesting because friend of the show, Aaron, who I've been close with for many years.
Yeah. He wouldn't make the cut this time?
No. He made the cut, but what's interesting is I videoed his wedding, but I wasn't in his wedding party.
Oh.
Now, he's been married for
The Coon's age.
Close to 50.
13, 14 years. And I remember a conversation like 2 or 3, or maybe 5 or 6 years ago, where his wife, Emily, also friend of the show, said to Aaron, like we were sitting and talking, and Emily was like, why wasn't Brady in your wedding party? And the answer was we had only just kind of, like we weren't quite there yet. But I feel like if Aaron were to get married today, hands down, pants down, I'm in the wedding party, right? And so it's just funny that there's these little changes. There's changes I would make today to my wedding party. Like if I were to get married again, it's a different wedding party for sure, right? And so it's interesting, So save money for a tux, Pete. Okay, Pete, would you rather have your best friend date, sleep with, and then marry your dad?
that went a different direction. I thought I was going to
Left turn right there, boy.
Or
So
never
my
be able to make physical contact with another person again.
What? That's ridiculous. That's
No
okay.
hugs, no kisses,
Is it your go first?
no romp. It's
yeah, it
Pete
is.
first.
I
It's
guess-
Pete first.
I guess you got to go number one, but just try and find the best possible fit for the definition of best friend, just so that you can live
Yeah.
with the choice.
Who is
Yeah.
who is your best friend?
My mom.
Your mom is your
Your
best
mom?
friend.
No, just for the sake of this conversation, I want it to be just so that I can live with myself.
Legitly though, your best
Legitly.
friend would be
Who is your what's the first name of your best friend? Oh no, it's
know.
fine. Neither of us expect
Yeah.
you to say us.
I actually don't know who I
So.
would say.
really,
Yeah.
man.
For the sake of this, I'm trying to think of like a woman who could get along with my
That's
dad.
not your
That's a
wife.
very
Would I be okay with
homophobic
my
answer.
No, I just know my dad wouldn't marry.
A dude.
Yeah, he's just that, which is
Yeah. Yeah, it's
I'm not saying
fine.
it's
It's
okay.
no, it's fine.
and I someone who I'd be okay with my stepmom. So I'm just trying to whittle that down. But that's option one, that's for sure.
Okay, Carl. So, also, who is your best friend?
Well, my best friend is obviously that rich Hollywood socialite that everyone knows.
I mean,
Tom Cruise.
who do you talk to the most and spend the most time with?
I mean,
Of your friends,
my best
no,
friend
hang on.
would
Of your
be-
friends, who do you talk to and spend
my
the most
best
time
friend would be my wife,
Is she marrying
Which-
your father? That's kind of weird.
which is why, like, immediately this is like, whoa, wait,
with? Okay,
Dad?
okay. What wife
No,
Good year.
no,
Okay, hang on. Wife excluded. Who do you talk to and spend the most time with? Go on. Your dad doesn't really like me.
no, he does not like you.
Have you ever? Okay, this is something we've never talked about. We're gonna break ground here. Have you ever like? Maybe not. See, I don't
think he dislikes you
No,
anymore.
no. I don't say that I've never said that I have a best friend. I have 3 best friends. I have 3 friends that, I would...
They are the best of friends.
I have 3 friends that I would take a bullet for. Have I ever been in... Break my heart. Have I ever been in your... Do you consider me one of your best friends?
Yeah, you're up there, sure.
Okay, all right. That's sweet.
Break your heart.
It's for me, it's you, Pete, and Carl.
You, Pete, and Carl?
Yeah.
I'm on that list twice?
Twice. No, it's you, Pete, and Aaron. You, Pete, and Aaron are my. I take a bullet for
For those
whatever.
not in the room, he was looking in a mirror when he said you.
And Pete has an asterisk beside him, and the only reason I'm including Pete is because he has the sick
I'm sitting here.
He has the sick handlebar mustache that we have not addressed, and I don't know why that's a thing.
Oh man, it's beauty.
So-
I like the
okay.
way kind of wrapping it down to almost
No.
a chin strap
So-
beard, but not.
So why
It looks good.
Why the handlebar mustache? It's not
just-
November.
No.
I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
How does your wife feel about it?
Yeah,
Not
that's the
great.
question.
Not great.
She doesn't love it.
No.
How you work in a pretty professional setting.
Yeah.
How does
Did you lose a bet?
No.
The Mullets and Mulligans tournament is a couple months away. You don't have to start growing it now.
That would be something.
there? Because I feel like I've never gone into detail of what Brienne does for a living. Like I've never really detailed her. And so I can say, because I promise not to divulge what Brienne does moving forward, there are times, depending on schedules and who's on call and who isn't, in a roundabout way, that Pete is my girlfriend's boss. So how do the people that work under you feel about the handlebar mustache?
It's a sign of respect. Forced respect. You must
No,
respect
but I'm
me.
just, like-
I have a mustache.
I feel like we need an answer. Like, what's genuinely happening? Like, what brought on the handlebar mustache?
I was just trying to.
you look good even without the bars. Like,
Yeah.
just the straight
Just
up
the
mustache.
stash?
shave off the
Wait,
straps.
hang on.
No, I'm not saying you should do it.
Hang
I'm
on.
just saying
Look at me.
you
Move
could,
move
and it
away
would
from your
work.
microphone.
Move to the right.
Hang on. Carl. Look at me. Even with a Hitler stash. even with the Hitler stash, it's not bad. It still works.
Talk about a mustache that was completely ruined by one
No,
guy.
Yeah.
Like,
no. But what brought it on?
I just I knew someone growing a mustache, so I said, "Hey, why not me?"
Because look
Are
at me.
you going
Move
through a
it-
midlife crisis?
No. Stop.
Is this your motorcycle?
Stop. Move away from the mic so I can see you. Okay, I want to be 100% honest with you because we've spent the last 45 seconds riffing on you. It looks good.
Thank you.
Like I genuinely like it, and I
Yeah.
don't want because we were making fun, and I will say that I feel
I'm not
like
making fun. I'm glorifying.
no.
I want Carl to
great.
shave
But-
into a
Okay,
handlebar
because here's the
mustache.
I
thing.
had one last September.
Carl has one rule when it comes to his facial hair. Do you know this rule?
No.
Do you know where I'm going with this, Carl?
Sure do.
So Carl has one rule. There is only one, well, there's probably now two people who could make Carl shave. One would be his wife. 3? Who's the third?
Jesus.
It would never happen, but my daughter.
Okay. So his daughter could make him shave his facial hair. His wife could make him shave his facial hair. The third person who could make him shave his facial hair. And what I love about that is that when Brienne and I get married, she would probably do it just to be a dick. Is if Carl is in a wedding party and the bride and only the bride requests that Carl is clean shaven, then Carl will shave.
I'm a gentleman.
He is a gentleman. The groom has no say. Am I correct in that? Groom has no say. But if the bride says, no, I want Carl to look like he has no chin and like he's a 14-year-old
I have a
pimply
chin.
teenager. Do you?
Yeah.
I've seen pictures, but I have never seen Carl beardless.
I have a strong
I've
chin.
seen you like short beard.
It makes my face look a lot narrower and longer,
Yeah.
but
You're beardier now. Now you've shaved it a bit, but you're on the beardier side of.
yeah.
Of
I
what
do
you've
like
ever
a little
been.
thicker than
Okay. So
Then
getting back to
close
we're
shave.
all best friends. Doesn't matter.
last question.
So Pete would rather have his best friend sleep with his dad. Carl,
What was the second one again?
would you rather have your best friend
Never
date,
touch
sleep
anyone.
with, and then marry your dad, or never be able to make physical contact with another person again?
Man, I don't know if I could do that. Have you seen my wife?
Hooking up with your
then-
dad?
My wife would hook up with my dad. Such a paradox.
Look,
I
I just want
to
to say
answer this question.
I started this episode by making a disclaimer that
My
this
best
was not
friend is
something
Brady, and Brady will sleep with my dad. There, I said it.
Yeah, I will. Anything for you, buddy. I would go with the best friend date sleep with dad because I haven't seen my dad in years. And my dad,
And we all know
Like-
Aaron would hate that.
I don't have a no. See, but my best friends are you, Aaron, and
Are you,
Pete.
are you saying it's an orgy?
It's a foursome with my dad. And then some sort of
Wrap this up.
and then some sort of polygamous
Okay,
marriage.
last question.
Okay. I just ultimately I can't imagine like
What if you were your best friend?
no, but I just that I'd be a narcissist. I just can't imagine the lack of physical contact moving forward, right? Never having a hug, never having
Relations?
any sort of physical contact ever again. Like I think that would at a very like fundamental level, I think that would eat away at
It
you.
would get old pretty quick.
It would yeah.
All right, last
suck.
question.
Okay, Carl,
Oh gosh.
you're the one that ends this.
No, Pete will be the one that ends this.
No, that Pete was the first one.
He's the last to answer this question.
Just
No,
ask
okay.
the question for
Pete
the
or
love
Carl,
of
Carl,
God.
would you rather know when you're going to die
Okay.
or know how you're going to die? Know when you're going to die
I
or
would
know
want to
how
know
you're
when.
going- You would know when?
I would want to know when. I don't want to know how.
So hang on, talk me through this because if you know when, you are going to fixate on when.
I don't think I'll fixate. I think there'll be.
But if you know how,
Unless the when is like rapidly closing,
like next Friday,
like next Friday, then you might freak out a bit.
then
but
we're
if the
going.
when is
then
like,
we're going skydiving and
if the
skinny
when
dipping
is like
and
you die in your 70s.
we're gonna whore it up.
Okay, I die in
'cause
my
What
70s.
difference does it make?
I die in my 70s. I have lots of time
Yeah.
to come to terms and do the things I want to do and live my life.
Right.
And then when that day comes, I don't know how it happens, but I'll definitely be at a place where I can accept it.
feel
Knowing how, but not when. If it's like Final Destination crap, like logs falling off a trailer on the 401, you're going to freak out
Final Destination
You're going
style.
to freak
I feel
out
like
every
that option-
time that thing crops up.
So I feel like that option could be a little
Like, you
paradoxical.
die in a
'Cause if
car
you-
crash, you're never going to want to get in a car
Well,
again.
that's the thing. I feel like it could be a bit paradoxical because say you know whatever it is, you might try and avoid doing whatever it is, and thereby you might cause the ripple effects or start the dominoes moving of what causes you. So say you're afraid to get in to go in a car because you know you're going to get hit by a car. I'm not thinking articulating this clearly, but maybe your actions could cause what is your demise, and
Yeah.
when you're trying to actually avoid what's
fixating
happening.
on the thing that kills you
Yeah,
sounds
you could actually be
Yeah.
moving things along and cause what's going to kill you.
well
potentially.
and like yeah, I feel like knowing you can find time to accept, where knowing what you're going to end up fixating and not knowing when that what will.
Who in the what when?
Yours.
I think I would know when because when is a horrible thing to know,
Yeah.
but at least you know,
Yep.
and you can spend time leading up to
Prepping.
living it. No, I wouldn't even. I just live it up, just living it up. Whereas I feel like if I knew when but not how, then that's something that I have no ability to try to
Yeah.
prep against. It just is what it is. That's when I'm dying. If I know that I'm dying by drowning, I'm never going in a pool again. I'm never having a bath. I'm never going in a hot tub. I'm never swimming again because I would fixate on trying to prevent it.
That's
First,
what I'm saying.
yeah. So I agree. Versus if I know when it's happening, I feel like that is something that I would just be much more willing to
You have time to
hate
come to
hate
terms
the
with it.
knowledge of. I wouldn't want to know that.
No.
but I would at least know, okay, this is when it's happening. I don't know what's going to happen, and it's probably the scariest day of my, like, you know, you're like, I don't know what's going to happen today, but I know I'm going to die.
Yeah, that would suck.
Versus, you know, oh, you're going to die in a motor vehicle accident. Well, I'm never getting in a vehicle again. In an attempt to try to prevent that. And I feel like or delay it, and I feel like that would consume my being.
Yeah.
Would be trying to prevent it. Pete?
Yeah. I guess probably I'd rather number 2 know the date.
I see we're back to when's the last time Pete shit in his pants. Number 2. Number 2. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. I just want to say, before I pass this off to Pete to do the ramble down of the socials and whatever, I just want to get somber for a second. I gave my due diligence.
There's a tear.
I gave my due diligence. No, I gave my due diligence to Carl at the beginning of the episode, but I also, you know, there's been a lot of times where I've told the story, or we've talked about the story of how Pete was someone, like Pete and I were not really, we were good acquaintances when we started this podcast. Pete is now 400 episodes later, one of my best friends, by the mere fact that we've made it through 007. We made it through the Roger Moore years together, and so we're fight or fly now, fight or flight, ride or die. Ride or die is what I'm meaning to say. We're ride or die together.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I don't know. I don't know. I often think and reflect about the podcast, and I have, you know, a full heart of admiration for both Pete and Carl. You know,
well, we put up with you, so you.
Well, but not only in terms of the pod. Like, obviously, outside of the podcast, I love them both dearly. But in terms of the commitment and the energy and the enthusiasm that they bring to the show, it's unmatched. I truly believe it's unmatched. And, you know, do I wish Pete was on the show more often? Yes, I've aired that dirty laundry 100 times, and I will continue to air that dirty laundry 100 times. I should just reach out to Pete's wife and be like, so what's actually the deal? Is this like, do you not want, like, what's... Do you wish he would?
Is this your doing?
Do you wish he would get out of the house every week, or is it every other week?
Out.
Like I'm
I can
happy
get him out.
Like, what's his deal, man? But no, I'm appreciative to. We have a team, you know, and that's something that not only did I never think we would hit 400 episodes, but when Pete and I started, and it was a 2-man band, and you know, we started by talking about how Robert Pattinson had been cast as Batman. And then I think the next episode we did like Hollywood remakes.
Yeah.
And then
Grease, I think.
Grease and Lego Movie. Lego Movie was among one of our first, like, let the listener choose.
That's a great film.
There's so much history in this podcast. And for the longest time, it was just Pete and I, two people of, I would say, not entirely different, but vastly different personalities, getting together to talk about movies, that has morphed and evolved into a team of guys sitting and talking about movies. All of our guests that we've had, going way back to our first guest was on The Lion King. The James or John Favreau Lion King.
Yeah.
Who's that? Jesse?
Kevin.
What episode was Jesse on? A Star Wars one?
Empire Strikes Back.
Jesse Voth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. To Blue Jay's dad, to Emily,
Yeah.
to Aaron, to Emily and Aaron, to Alan Ungar when we interviewed the director of, at the time, the most recent Mel Gibson film. That was a thing. To Tim Chismar,
To the ant crawling on your wall.
to the ant crawling on my wall. Studios, man. Studios and ants. Studios in the middle of the woods.
And Marshall.
And Marshall and
I feel like we're missing someone.
what's his name?
George Lucas?
Yes.
J.P. Riley and Conchi Nelson, who directed and acted in Act Naturally, and Stéphane Duchesne, and all of our guests. Brienne was in an episode about Shang-Chi.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
So, and so is my sister.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Right. And so to anyone who has either ever been on the podcast in some fashion, or supported the podcast financially, or just listened, just tuned in, I have a heart full of gratitude. This is some crazy pipe dream that I had back in 2019. In January, February of 2019, I stuck it out on Facebook, who wants to make a podcast? And now we are a 3-man team with tens of thousands of downloads, merchandise, 5 years under our belt, 400 episodes under our belt. We didn't even mention the fact that this episode featured the new theme song. Brand new theme song. Here we go.
I still don't recognize it.
Yeah. And Carl's sitting there right now going, new theme song.
Well, I heard some of them, but apparently Pete doesn't like any of the ones I like. My vote was for like an upbeat, like
Rock.
the X-Men intro theme song to the X-Men animated series. Like going hard, the synth, and yeah,
So,
that would have been awesome.
For the
That's a better
400th, well, technically 399, because Pete was like, let's do an experiment. I'll do an episode by myself. But we don't,
that was like
but-
18
but
something.
you know
wasn't it?
what? That's important.
Listen
Because
to that.
what we learned is that what makes the Movie Men podcast so special
Conversation.
is the chemistry, is the teamwork and the camaraderie.
Yeah.
So
listen to one person drown on for an hour. Is not
regardless of
entertaining.
the film 1917, Pete, for the 400th time, send us off.
Thank you for listening. Thank you for subscribing.
Thank you so much.
If you haven't done so already, check out our socials below.
Yeah, if you haven't-
MySpace.
If you haven't done so, what the hell is the matter with
Facebook, Instagram,
you? MySpace.
what used to be known as Twitter, but now is a barren wasteland
If you want
of
to,
robots.
it's the Movie Man Podcast at gmail.com. If you want to add us on MSN, send us a nudge. Remember nudges? Oh my God, your whole screen would just go ding a ding a ding a ding a ding.
What a time to be alive, eh?
And winks, you could send winks, which was like, I feel like was the birth of GIFs. Remember? Were you ever? We're hands up. We were all on MSN.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way you would know if someone was in a relationship, like the beginning of Facebook statuses, was someone's name in your MSN name with hearts around it.
I don't remember that.
No, well, you never had a girlfriend, but wait. Okay, hang on. Before you talk about Patreon
Yeah.
or merch, I just want to. Can I say a thing, Carl?
I don't know. What's the thing?
Do you trust me?
No.
Okay, cool. That seems like a go ahead. Carl is happily married now. However, there was a time where Carl was not happily married. And he was dating around. And there was a girl that Carl took to the beach for a romantic sunset endeavor. And this girl, just so you know how smooth Carl is,
like a rock.
There was a girl.
Smooth, shiny, skipping rock.
There was a girl that said, "Oh, they were sitting on the beach together at sunset," and this girl goes, "Oh, my hands are cold. My hands so cold." And Carl says, which is clearly her asking to hold hands. She's wanting to progress things. And Carl goes, "Oh, well, if you stick your hands in the sand, it'll warm them right up." And it was just important for me to tell the story now because
Who was this?
Well, here's the thing. Well, that doesn't matter.
It does.
I said a speech at Carl's wedding, and that was not an appropriate story to tell.
No.
So at some point, I needed to tell a story.
Let's tell all of the internet.
Let's talk about, let's tell the world instead of...
Screw 150 people that know Carl intimately
Well,
and would understand.
I think
Let's tell random strangers across the world.
I think fundamentally what it came down to was my dentist was at Carl's wedding, and that didn't seem like something I wanted to tell my dentist.
Right.
Patreon and merch.
Check out Patreon, support the show, help us give you thanks for supporting the show. There's some tiers of voting power. We've got some video streams of some of our episodes, some bonus episodes, some bonus
Weird
sounds.
noises
Pete,
make.
Pete going... We can't start the episode like that.
Yeah. And that's it. So until next time, thank you
And
for joining
merch,
us.
and merch.
Merch,
Friends make
yes.
friends, watch scary
merch.
movies.
New merch.
And
New merch.
how's my accent?
Yep.
How's my...
Did you
That's
appreciate
horrible
that?
English
Did you
accent.
appreciate that shirt? Because
I
you
did.
liked.
It was
Okay,
just
you
good.
didn't.
It was
You didn't
nice.
react to
Yeah.
it. You didn't do any of the
Well,
little
I
meaningless
thought the guy kind
Facebook
of looked like
emojis.
Link instead of Robin Hood, but
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, copyrights.
well,
I went to put Kevin Costner's face on it, and the internet was like, "Yo,
screw you.
want to go to jail?" We have merch. Buy our merch.
Check out the merch. It's pretty cool.
Links down below.
Shirts, mugs, stuff for your dog.
And from me, Carl, I'm actually going to make Carl say it. Pete said it 1,000 times. I've said it 1,000 times. Carl's about to say it, but thank you so much for listening and for your support.
Because we are in Canada and Canada's bilingual, I will make sure that the French appreciate us as well. Merci beaucoup.
Yes. Thank you. To make up for our lack of an army, thank you for listening
We are bilingual now. Oui, oui.
to the bullshit podcast, which is the movie man.